is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, hey, and welcome to another live stream. Thank you for joining us. And I always get a bit nervous at the start of these things because I never quite know whether they're going to work. I always change the technology between things. Basically, technology moves on between my live streams. The last live stream I did was in Easter last year. And I think when we wrapped that one up, we said, actually, we're going to do these way more often. Let's try and do them once a month. So what was that? 8 months ago. Anyway, Happy New Year, if it's not too late to say that. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year break. And you've got your resolutions and stuff, and we can talk about that a bit later. But before we get into stuff, we've got special guests, we've got phone-ins, we've got all sorts of japes this evening. I just want to check and make sure that you can see and hear me okay. So can you just stick some messages in the chat saying, yep, we can see and hear you okay? Because otherwise I could just be talking here to a moving screen and nobody can see me. It says here, we got 321 people watching already, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you for tuning in on a Friday afternoon. Apparently we're up against the World Darts. So which presumably my viewers are big on darts. So we'll see. Anyway, what does it say here? Mark Taylor's got a thumbs up. I think maybe that means good. I can see you, says Neil. Excellent. All good. It looks like we're good. Okay. And also, maybe you can let me know whereabouts in the world you're watching from, because that's always very exciting. Why you're typing in your locations. You may notice on the screen, it says there, call in on that number. Don't do that yet. That's just there because I can't work out how to flash it up when the lines are open. So the lines are not yet open. So there's no point in calling at this point, but we'll let you know when they are. Because before we get on to doing the whole phone-in thing, got a few special guests to introduce you to. The first man needs no introduction. Here he is. It's none other than, well, see if you can guess who it is. There he is.
Hey, how you doing? You all right?
Great to see you, Brucey.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good to see you too. How you doing, Andy?
Is that the biggest welcome to a podcast you've ever had?
I think it is, yeah. Wow.
And
most viewers I've ever got. It's awesome.
Now, you run a very popular podcast, don't you, on a regular basis?
I do top 5%, you know, and globally, apparently.
Exactly. And who was your most popular guest in the last year?
I knew you'd bring this up. You are, Andy. You are.
Oh, it's good, isn't it? I love it. It's great, isn't it? So anyway, let's introduce our next guest without further ado. Somebody, again, who needs no introduction. It is only, here he comes, Dave from Really Good TV.
Hold on. I want that round of applause as well.
You're getting it. You're getting it. There you go. That's as much as you're getting.
Brilliant.
Anyway,
Brilliant.
how you doing, Dave?
Great to see you, lads. Happy New Year and all of that to you.
Happy New Year, pal.
When's it come too late to say Happy New Year?
I know. I found myself last year still saying it in March. It's not good, is it?
I know. Now, I know this sounds outrageous, but as a YouTuber, I don't know about you two, but I try and answer as many comments as I can, right? In fact, I pride myself in reading everything, and I at least heart stuff it, as long as they're not being terribly insulting. But when it's New Year and Christmas, everybody says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, which is lovely. So you feel duty-bound to say it back, don't you? How many hundreds of times have I written that the last couple of days?
Yeah.
What we're supposed to
It's a tough life, mate. It's a tough life, isn't it?
I know. I feel terrible for saying that now. Thank you.
Did you get all of this new technology for Christmas, by the way, Andy? I'm very impressed.
No, I thought everything at this, isn't he?
I thought you'd have all this, Dave. You've got a very nice looking microphone. I've got mic envy. Sorry, folks, we're going to go off a tangent. What mic have you got there?
Well, mine's going off slightly to the right there. Does yours go straight up? Does it?
Some do. Some do, Dave. Some do.
Yeah. After Christmas, I'm leaning to the right a little bit, you know.
It looks like Bruce has got a bit of a crooked head.
Well, yeah, again, some of us are blessed, some aren't.
What do you say?
This is old. This has seen some mileage, this mic, I tell you.
Hello. I don't know. That's his styling.
Where am I?
You've pushed the button, Andy.
I haven't touched the button.
You can probably still hear me. But,
Three old crusties in charge of technology.
I'm going to remove him now. He's gone. If he comes back, we'll bring him back on. I'll see if you come back, Dave. But at the moment, you're not back. Okay, shall we read some comments, Bruce? Have you got your glasses? Can you read any?
I can read some. Where should we go? Do you want me to start at the top?
Let's find out who's furthest away. There's somebody from Michigan, the McLeod, 1970, one of your mates, of the clan McLeod.
Right. I've seen one from Las Vegas. There's one from Richard Gitz is from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Peaky Blinders
is from Kylie Minogue's bedroom.
Wouldn't that be something? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's not go there.
Yeah. Right, I'll have a look and see how far away we can get. You carry on chatting.
What's happened to Dave? He's disappeared.
I don't know.
If I bring him back. Oh, there we go. He's flipping it.
Hey,
I was just testing a new technology.
You're the professional cameraman. I thought of anybody you can master the technology.
I went for a commercial break. Sorry about that. Was that too soon?
God, blood. How are you doing this without headphones? That's what amazes me.
Aha.
Or you got hearing aid beyond your ear.
No, I was trying to think of something clever there. I can't. I was just using the monitors on the screen, but I'm not getting feedback. I don't think.
Oh, that's very clever. You sound great. I never did find out what.
Aha. Well, this is the little secret there because at the minute you're picking me up from that new.
You got the mini mic.
Yeah, the new mic mini. So this is in place in case that link fails because it's the first time I've ever used it. So,
right.
Are you still using your Pocket 3?
I am, mate. Well, that's what the webcam is. The Pocket 3 at the moment. That's what you're looking at. It's unbelievable, that camera. Absolutely love it. So I take it out on every single vlog now. Love it. Yeah.
That's a really good.
And on top of that, I've got Elon Musk's Wi-Fi. So if I do drop off the airwaves tonight, blame Elon, not me.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't find out you got it because he can get quite angry, I understand. So we've got Swaffham in Norfolk, know it well. Who else? Romsey in Hampshire, Edinburgh. Love a bit of Edinburgh. I hope the weather's calmed down. They had to cancel the fireworks, didn't they? What was that? It was so windy. Yeah. Basinggrad, they're there. Sorry about that, Avars, having to be there, but I'm sure you've got a lovely house and everything. Oh, God, I'm getting in a deep hole here. Quick, Balmere, East Ayrshire, another Scottish one. This is you, Bruce. This is you. You're bringing all these Scottish from Colorado. These Simon Nines in Colorado. I never
raising the bar here a little bit. That's what it is. You've got one from Queensland, Australia, Norman Diefenbach.
Right, okay. I think Norman wins then, doesn't he, on the distance record? So I think we can be clear that we are actually getting out there. So that's good. And thank you for tuning in on a Friday when we're up against the darts, as I say. So there's a few themes. This is actually a motorcycle podcast, and there are a few themes I was hoping we were going to discuss this evening. And you can do that, as you'll notice on the screen, by phoning that number 07421 508 931 if you're in the UK. If you're abroad, then you have to drop the 0 and add a 44. That's the country code. But the lines aren't open yet. They don't do it yet. We'll let you know when they are. Because before then, and there's no point you doing it, Bruce, because we can already see you. Anyway.
Why are you such a twat?
Yeah, well, we could have a bit of that, but luckily I've got a fader. I can fade it off pretty quickly and then ban that number, so you get one chance at that, and I'm sure we'll have a few of them. It is the internet after all. So anyway, the subjects I thought we could talk about tonight, which are sort of topical in the motorcycle world: automatic gearboxes. What's that all about? So we've all heard of things like DCT for Honda. That's been around for a while, isn't it? I'm a fan. I have one of those, so I can't say I don't like them. But Yamaha have now got their YAMT system. I don't know if you've ridden with that, chaps. Honda have got their auto clutch. And, of course, BMW, and you'll know about this, Dave, because you're a big BMW GS, ugly GS fan, has their ASA. Have you spec'd yours up with ASA?
I was wondering when you were going to bring that up. Yeah, I will convert you. I promise I'll convert you.
Has yours got ASA?
Yeah. So, well, do you know what? I've never in my life bought a motorbike like is this expensive. So I thought, listen, if I'm going for it, I'll go all in. So I got the well, obviously I needed the ride height thing, short arse syndrome, and then I went for the ASA as well. So what I like about the ASA, rather than doing everything on the handlebar, is that with the ASA I still have a clutch lever, so I'm sort of I'm just halfway there, you know. So it's a big, huge adjustment, as I'm sure it is for loads of people out there, going from manual to auto. And it seems like this is the way of the world in the motorcycle market at the minute. Well, so it's been, you know, creeping in over the last couple of years, but to have a lever, I think, will really help me make that transition. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, but obviously you can still override it as well. So
I've got the DCT on my Honda Goldwing, and on a touring bike it makes complete sense. So if you're doing, which I'm sure you will, Dave, long trips on your GS, then it'll be perfect for that, because it makes a lot of sense. Takes the stress out, doesn't it? You've got a nervous look about you, as if I'm going to say something terrible. What I was going to say was,
I know how much you detest this bike. I was actually, when I placed the order last year, I was frightened to tell you.
Rightly so.
In fact, I think Bruce was one of the first people I messaged to say, guess what I got? Yeah, so it arrives in March. So, and I won't believe it until I see it. And the thing is, because I live in Ireland, in case your viewers hadn't guessed, I am not Irish though. There's just a bit of an Irish lilt after living here for 23 years. But we can't get to ride the bikes, unlike you guys in the UK. So I've sort of bought the GSA blind. I've ridden the GS and absolutely loved that.
Ride beautifully.
Yeah, but I prefer the looks of the GSA. So I thought, listen, once in my lifetime, I'm going to go all out and do something on a whim like that. I mean, I am impulsive, okay? And I'm waiting for the day where I live to regret that, but I don't think I will. I bloody hope I don't anyway.
I don't think you will, mate.
No.
I hated it at the launch. Well, when I saw it on the launch. And 100% convert once I saw it in the flesh, and then when I rode it, best GS I've ridden.
Yeah, I can't wait. And in a way, I want to keep the surprise, because what I've done with a lot of bikes over the years is to actually do a live reveal. When I ride it for the first time and record my reaction for the first time. I suppose that comes from what I do for a living, really. But so I want to do that. And after riding the 1300 GS, I'm really hoping that I won't be disappointed. But there's loads of. I'm obviously not going to clog up the airwaves trying to basically reason with Andy as to why I've bought this. So we'll do that at the ABR over a pint. I'll come to the ABR on it, hopefully, and I just hope to God I don't break down on the way there, because you'll have the last laugh, Andy.
What did you do about the panniers? Because haven't BMW had trouble getting the panniers for them?
Yeah, I'm speaking to Lone Rider at the minute. I know you have a top box, Bruce, from Lone Rider. So
I've got the panniers as well. Yeah.
Well, so I'm looking into that as well. They're a hell of a lot cheaper. I'm going to go for the soft panniers, and I've got the 57-litre top box. And for me, for the riding I do and what I want out of a motorbike, that'll serve me well, hopefully. But I have to say, when I lifted the top box off the courier who delivered it only a few days ago there, I couldn't believe the weight of it. So, I know they're saying the bike is 269 kilograms. I think the top box is going to put it close to 300 kilograms. And then I've put a load of weight on over Christmas as well. So we could be talking half a ton.
It's nothing, Dave. My Goldwing's 485 kilograms.
Is it?
Yeah.
And you've got a dodgy shoulder.
Well, I didn't like to mention that, David, but yes, you're absolutely right. Actually,
I don't take the top off mine. I've got it on there all the time, and I don't notice it.
And is that the 57-litre, Bruce?
No, I got the 40 odd, whatever. Is it 48?
Yeah, half of me's thinking I wish I'd ordered the smaller one. But listen, I'll see how I get on. And that's the reason we have a motorcycle marketplace, isn't it? Because people either love or hate. It's great.
So, Dave, are you aware that the ASA, the automatic clutch thing on the GS doesn't have a clutch lever?
Yeah.
I thought you said you did have a clutch lever.
No. When I say a clutch lever, I mean a clutch pedal. Yeah, a clutch pedal.
Switch, basically, isn't it? On the foot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I mean. So it still has the foot lever, but not the actual hand clutch.
Just to make it clear, in case any employees,
gear lever, I should say, not a clutch lever. Gear lever.
Yeah, that's what you meant. We get you.
I'll get the hang of it.
I must say, the new GS does ride absolutely beautifully. I'm sure the GSA will be no different. The one that Bruce has is a fantastic bike to ride, and you don't have to look at it when you're riding it, do you? I do find the challenging styling, but that is a personal thing, of course. And I still to this day have not seen one in the metal. So, and everybody says they suddenly turn beautiful when you see them for real, don't they? Oh, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't think it's going to happen in my case, but I'm willing to be open-minded, and I'll give yours a kick in when I see it, Dave, at ABR.
And probably leave a sticker on it again, as you normally do.
I might leave a little calling card. Yeah.
The last calling card you had was of a breast, which I discovered on my motorcycle about 6 weeks after the ABR. And I thought,
Doesn't sound like me, David. Doesn't sound like me at all. Anyway, I'll come back to you in a second. I'm just getting rid of the... God, don't those two chat. My goodness me. Anyway, I just want to have a quick word to say the lines are now open. If you do want to be the first ever person to call in live to a TMF podcast, in fact, I think it's the first time anyone in the UK has had a motovlog thing where you can phone in, then do call that number 07421 508 931. Don't be a stranger. Give it a call, and we'll see if the technology works. You'll be straight live on air. Any questions for me, Bruce, or Dave? Then we're up for it. Or if you want to talk about automatic transmission, that was the word I was trying to find, on motorcycles, then we'll be fascinated to hear your views. Anyway, do give that number a call. Oh, as we speak, gents, you're coming back. Somebody is calling in now. Just stand by. Talk amongst yourselves while I get them queued up.
I'll be amazed if this works.
So will I, mate. So will I. Well, hang on a minute. What's going on? Oh no, there's a number of people called, and I might have sent one to voicemail. Stay. Oh, here we go. Right, I think I might have one on now. So if you can hear me talking, we can't hear you, whoever you are, caller. But we will hear you in a minute. But I think we've got you queued up. So welcome, our first ever caller on the TMF live stream thing. Who's calling?
Hello, Andy. It's Simon.
Hello, Simon. How you doing?
I'm all right, Andy. Thank you. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Dave.
Hi, Simon. How are you, mate? Good to hear you.
I'm all right.
So where are you calling from, Simon? What's on your mind?
Wakefield, West Yorkshire.
That's good. We need a bit of a northern representation today. So
it's tell Bruce it's nice to speak to an ex-cop.
Oh God, where were you? Where did you work?
Oh, I worked all over the country, Bruce.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
sounds
interesting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So, what's on your mind, Simon, with regards to automatic transmission on motorcycles? Are you pro or against?
I'm a bit like you, Andy. We're willing to go. It'd be different.
Yep. Did I say I was willing to give it a go? Actually, I have given it a go because I've got it on me Honda, of course. DCT I find absolutely brilliant. So if you were to buy a bike with this on, which one would you go for?
Probably the Yamaha.
Which one? The MT-09?
Yes, the MT-09. Yes.
And what do you ride at the moment?
I've got a Ninja 1000 SX.
Oh, right. Okay. I've got one of those in the garage, the new one at the moment. I got the 1100 in the garage. Yeah.
Very, very, very interested on your thoughts regarding that one because mine's 1000. Yeah.
It's I tell you what, the power's down on the 1100 slightly over the 1000, but you don't notice it because they've changed the way the torque curve works, and it actually is much more usable in the mid-range. It's a fantastic bike. And also, I don't know, I put a video up about this a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it, but
yes,
they've changed. Oh, good man! They've changed the colour slightly of the Kawasaki green, and it just looks bloody lovely now. It's a really nice bike. So yeah, and lovely and smooth the engine, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, not seen it in the flesh. I'm going to go down to Paget's and have a look next week probably.
You're obviously a man of great taste, Simon. I just wondered, how do you feel about the looks of the new GSA?
No, definitely not.
Okay, so that's for you. It's a miss. Oh, I didn't.
Yes.
All right, that's the miss sound. Whereas the S1000 SX, or sorry, the Ninja 1100 SX, is a hit. Okay, thanks very much for your call, Simon. We've got another call, so I'm going to say cheerio, but you're the first. Isn't that amazing? Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Cheers,
I'll carry on watching.
Thanks very much. Bye bye. See you.
That sounded crystal clear as well. Very impressed.
Yeah. Right. Oh, somebody from the United States is calling. Stand by. Oh, hang on. Let me get this one queued up as well. Oh, this
I
is
hope
very.
they haven't been watching me bashing Harley Davidson.
I haven't been on too long. Oh, hang on. They've gone away. Oh, they rang off just as I answered. How annoying.
Andy, did you get this new piece of kit for Christmas, perchance?
No, I didn't. I wish I had. It cost me a bloody fortune. It'd been lovely to have had as a gift.
Do you have to pay extra for the instructions, Andy? Do you?
Well,
think of the tax write-off, mate. You'll be fine.
It's made by Rode, so I think where are Rode based? Are they Chinese?
Rode? I don't think so. No,
I'm not sure.
I thought they were American. I always thought they were American.
I thought they were Italian.
Oh, pass. You're more likely to know, Dave.
Yeah,
they're Australian, aren't they? Aren't they Australian? They're Australian. I'm pretty sure they're Australian.
Or Austrian.
No, Australian, I'm pretty sure, which makes them all right by me. It's, one of the colonies, so that's good. Now let me just see what's going on with the phone. Well, just chat amongst yourselves again.
You've got a question, Andy.
Oh, what's the question?
You've got a question from James. He says, chaps, I've just passed my test. Well done. Congratulations. My shortlist is an Enfield Himalayan 450 or Triumph Scrambler 900.
Right.
What do you think? Oh. I haven't ridden either, to be perfectly honest. Any you boys ridden the 450 or the Scrambler 900?
Trying to work out how I get this cooler.
I thought Andy did a review on one recently. No,
which one we talking about? Sorry, I was away with the fairies. Which
the Himalayan 450 or the Triumph Scrambler 900?
I'd have the Scrambler 900. I'm a fan of Triumphs. I'm a Triumph fanboy. I also like some of the Royal Enfields, and that the new Himalayan is such an improvement on the outgoing one, and that engine is quite nice on it now. But it won't be a patch on the Scrambler 900, which is to my mind is a beautiful looking bike, and it's got a lot more go. It's also about
Scrambler 900, not a bit tall though.
No, you might be thinking of the 1200. You might be thinking.
Yeah, I know that's bloody tall. Absolutely, yeah.
Anyway, sorry
to up to though, Jim. Oh, sorry, go on, mate.
Sorry, we'll get back to that, but we've got another caller on the line, calling in from the US, and I'm just thinking that this is going to cost him a fortune. So you're live on the air, all the way from the US of A. Who's calling?
Yeah, this is James from North Carolina.
James from North Carolina. Wow,
how you doing, James?
You get the definitely get the record for the most distant caller we've ever had, but you are only caller number 2. But well done. What's on your mind, James?
Yeah, good. No, just thought I'd try and give you a call. I know I wasn't sure if anybody from or international was going to try and give you a call. I thought I'd give you a call. So good evening to you, Andy, Bruce, and Dave. Hope you're having a happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah. And you, mate. And you.
I'm no expert when it comes to accents, but you don't sound too American, if I may say.
No, I was born in Hammersmith, London. That's in 1956, and I've been in the US since 1983.
Wow. And if anyone's wondering what that noise is, I've got multiple callers coming in. That's why
it's so popular.
I've got no way of handling it. But I see you actually. I hope this doesn't offend you, but it sounds like, James, you've got an Australian accent.
That's what I was thinking. I'm pleased you said it first.
Or Safa, yeah.
It's funny, people have been saying that since I was a kid, and the whole family was basically born in London, and where I got that Australian slight twang, I don't know. I mean, I can understand picking it up a bit since I've been in the United States, but again, people have said that before I even left the UK, so I'm not sure where that came from.
That's interesting, because you have still got a little bit of a London twang there, but how long have you been in the US?
Since 1983.
Right, okay, crikey, yeah. So by that time, you're going to start to absorb a bit of the vocals, aren't you?
Yeah, and I've lived all around the United States, so in the north, the south, Midwest. So
is Colorado the best bit to live in?
What I've got, basically.
And I assume Colorado is the place to be? Colorado, is it the best place to live in the US?
I'm in it's Denver, North Carolina.
Oh, sorry. Well,
beautiful.
North Carolina.
Whereabouts in North Carolina are you?
Denver is about 30 minutes northwest of Charlotte.
Okay, right, gotcha.
I've been there. Into Charlotte once.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I did a bit of touring it by light aircraft out of Georgia, and I did the North and South Carolina and all that whole area. Had a great time. Long time ago. That was before 9/11. They made it a lot harder to do that sort of thing now. Can you imagine random foreigners coming and just flying planes wherever they want in the US? That was when it was free.
I think you'd be all right, Andy.
Anyway, James, what sort of bike do you ride? Don't tell me a Harley.
No, it's a 2023 Honda Goldwing Tour DCT.
Oh, you're a man of impeccable taste, clearly, James.
Yeah.
But I'm conscious of how much this call is going to cost you.
I've had bikes my whole life, and primarily all Hondas. But I did move away one time. I did have a BMW and also had a Can-Am. But the Hondas,
we all make mistakes.
This is my second Goldwing, but I like it.
Excellent. Yeah, they are amazing bikes, aren't they? But then I'm a bit biased, having spent a fortune on one. Anyway, thank you very much for the call, James. I don't want to cost you an absolute arm and a leg for the phone call, but thanks for calling and being our first international person calling in. This is great.
So
He did
James, take it
reverse
easy.
the charges as well, Andy. Remember when you could do that? Am I showing me age now?
Happy New Year to everybody online.
All the best,
Happy New Year.
James.
Cheers.
Cheers now.
Can you remember when you could ring somebody abroad and reverse the charges and they'd pay?
Maybe that's
Yeah.
that SIM card I bought wasn't so cheap after all.
What? When you could first make a phone call from an aeroplane, I remember because you could only do it if you reversed the charges, and it was great. You'd sit there and phone people from a Virgin 747, and they were paying for the entire phone call.
Blimey.
I'm sorry to interrupt, chaps. We've got another. This could get tiring. We've got another call
Go for
coming.
it.
Let me just see if we can immediately get this going. Let's just make sure we're on. There we go. Right, I think we're there. Who's calling in to the Missenden Flyer? It's you. There's some banging around. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right. Sounds a bit like an echo, but I think it was an actual person. Who's calling?
No, that was me. My name's Brian.
Hey, Brian.
You probably guys know me as
Yes,
Peaky Biker.
we do.
How you
indeed.
doing?
Yeah, good.
How you doing, bud?
All right, bud.
How you doing? I just thought I'd jump on and just say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy
Well,
New Year, Peaky.
I'm absolutely excited about the IBR coming up this year again. Pity Bruce coming this year, but you know, it's one of them things. He's a busy boy, but I just wanted to jump on and say Happy New Year, guys.
Cheers,
very
pal. I knew, mate. Hope you're all good.
Thanks for calling. This new
I
technology.
hope you're doing well, buddy.
Oh, I'm okay, Dave. Thank you. And here's to my and Dave's 100-day challenge with no alcohol.
Day
Yes,
three.
mate, you'll
Good
smash
lad,
it.
Good lad.
You smash it, pal. You'll smash it.
That reminds me, let's have a swig of this beer.
Phone's always on, Brian. You know that, pal. You'll smash it.
Yeah.
We'll get on your
Cheers,
podcast
thank
again
you.
soon, Brian. See you soon.
Excellent, mate. Super.
Right, cheers, mate.
Have a good life.
Speak
Bye-bye.
soon. Cheers,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Man.
Cheers, man.
Oh, it's nice to hear from Brian, wasn't it? We did his podcast a while
Good
back.
lad.
He is a top bloke. He's a great guy.
So if you've never been to Peaky Blinders live stream, they do it every Wednesday. Go and check it out.
Peaky Biker.
What to say Peaky Blinders? I've got bloody Brum in my brain. It's me missus again. So another call coming in. Here we go. Oh my, it's absolutely happening now, isn't it? It's let's press that button and hello caller. You're live on the Missenden Flyer.
Here we go. Absolutely happening now, isn't it?
Hi, it's Martin here.
Martin.
10-4.
How
Hi,
you
Martin.
doing, boy?
How are you guys doing? Okay.
All good,
good,
yeah.
What's on
How
your
you doing?
mind,
You all
Martin?
right?
Good. I'm very pleased that Dave is getting he's realised there is no clutch.
No, I knew I knew there wasn't a clutch. Sorry, I was just getting me A's and B's twisted around. Sorry
Can
about
you-
that, Martin.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine, Martin, if you'd had a warranty claim because the bike was delivered with no clutch?
Even better if you got it on film.
And he incredible. Incredible. So, Martin, what bike do you bash around on? If that's not a good bit image, is it? But you know what I mean.
Back around. Oh dear. So I've got the 1300 GSA coming in March. So that'll be a bash around.
Good man, good man. Great taste, Martin. What colour did you go for?
Yeah, should be good. What colour?
What colour?
Black, the black, of course. The black.
Triple black. Black.
Triple black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, triple black.
Yeah.
With the cast wheels and all that stuff. So then I've got the M1000XR, which is a lot of fun.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a proper bike, yeah.
Yeah, I got in trouble on one of Brewster's trips for overtaking the leader.
Oh, yeah, one of the clan meets. Yeah.
And a few other bikes. So
So you're a bit of a
that was
collector
Harley,
then.
of course.
So what's your favourite bike of the
there's
collection?
The M1000XR has to be my favourite.
How do you find that for vibrations?
Hmm.
And when it's cold, it vibrates a little bit through the bars, but once it's warmed up, it's fine. You know, I did
I do a few girls like that.
coming back 425 miles a day on it, no problem.
Cool. And it looks good. It's a lovely looking bike. For a BMW these days, that's quite a thing.
Yeah. It actually makes me go a bit quicker than normal.
I tell you what, I seem to be in the minority here. As somebody who built his channel on being a BMW GS rider, and here I'm surrounded by people that love the new GSA. Yeah. And I'm the one saying it's an ugly thing. Oh, God, I've got to watch one.
Well, it is ugly, but I like it. It's a bit like I like taking pictures of industrial scenes as a photographer. I went to Scunthorpe Steelworks for fun, just to take photos. So
yeah,
you would expect me to buy that bike.
Yeah, well, keep taking the meds is the best thing I can advise you to do. Go to Scunthorpe for photographs. What's that about?
Industrial photos. Yeah, good night, Martin. Yeah. Are you still there, Martin?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You sound a little bit peaky. I think you need a bit of Lemsip.
What's he saying?
Yeah, no, I've just taken 2 Lemsip pills and Nurofen to keep me going.
Oh, that should work.
Oh, good man.
I was going to say have a beer, but you're doing that ridiculous dry January thing, aren't you?
No, I've just finished a 90.
Smash a whiskey, get a hot toddy down your neck.
Good stuff.
I've got some single malt brews for bedtime, don't worry.
Excellent.
Good man.
Excellent. Well, thank you for calling, Martin. We've got another number of callers to get through. It's incredible how this works, isn't it? Right. So that's good. Thank you, Martin.
Cheers,
good
Martin.
luck with the new bike when it comes. Speak to you soon.
A man of taste.
Maybe it's gone. Right. Okay. Let me see. Oh, hello. No. I think they've rung off. Did you hear all that bleeping? That was all the calls coming in while we're. I think
they've all had enough.
Yeah, I think the wait. Oh no, there's somebody else coming now. Hang on, just talk amongst yourselves. Here we go.
Bruce, I'm very surprised you haven't put your name down for a GSA yet, because I know you like them as well.
Matter of time.
I've kind of transformed my GS because I've
right. You put headers on. Yeah.
And it genuinely has transformed that bike. Like you turn the traction control either almost off or completely off, and then headers, and that bike it's still no KTM, I'll give it that, but it's a lot of fun, and it can breathe once you decat. If you decat the GSA if you get the chance, because it's I saw the video you made on that, and I could tell just in your own person how much better it rode, because it just breathes. You were like a kid in a sweet shop when you'd done that. Yeah. It breathes, man. It's so much better.
Yeah, look into that, definitely, yeah.
Technology is getting the better of me, gents. I've got about 3 callers on hold. I've no idea what's going on. But so let's just open the fader and see who we've got. I think it was a 49 number. But if you're waiting, if you're on hold, speak now, because it might be you. What have we got? Who's called in? Hang on, let's start again. Hang on. What's happening here? This is very confusing.
Yeah, right. You know, like the red. Who's that? Is there somebody there? You know, like the radio stations do, Andy, when they have callers ringing in, and then and they get a free sort of mug delivered to them afterwards.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The next one, yeah.
We have got a caller. I think it's from Germany. Hello, guten Tag.
Yeah, guten Tag. Greetings from Germany. From
Excellent, Düsseldorf. Excellent place.
That's where Auf Wiedersehen was set, wasn't it? Auf Wiedersehen, Pet. They filmed the series in Düsseldorf.
Oh, have you just cut them off again?
No, that's just another call coming in. It's probably gone to voicemail, and I'll never get to hear what the voicemail was. Anyway, sorry, I didn't catch your name, sir. Where has he gone? Düsseldorf. Oh, you're there. Oh, no. Oh,
you did cut him off.
No, I couldn't have done. Oh, it says, I don't understand what's going on here.
Sorry, Düsseldorf. Please call back.
Sorry.
Just as I said Auf Wiedersehen, Pet, he left.
I know.
Hang on.
You took the mick out of him, Dave.
Yeah, I didn't mean it personally.
That German sense of humour. He's gone.
Right, well, we've got somebody. Oh, man, it's going wildly to pot. I said this could go horribly wrong. If you can hear us and you're on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that?
I mean, it's me and hi, it's Peter here.
Hi.
Peter, we got you again.
That cannot work out how phone works.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. Hi, lads. Hi. First of all, greetings from Germany.
Greetings.
And funny thing is that you 3 guys and actually Richie are the 4 people that got me into biking, and I just wanted to say thank you, because that really changed my life.
Wow.
And awesome. It's really, really nice to see a live stream. And it's always pleasure to always a big pleasure to watch your riding, and especially the big tours that you guys doing. And really thank you very much. You're changing lives. Keep up the good work.
Wow, thank you very much, Peter. You can call in whenever you like.
That's awesome, man. Welcome to the biking family, pal. Enjoy.
So how long have you been riding?
Thank you, man.
I got my license this year.
wow.
In May, and I got myself a Triumph Tiger Sport 660. It's a great bike for
fantastic.
beginners.
Yeah,
I
great
really love-
bike.
Yeah,
Great engine,
And,
isn't it? That 660.
Yeah, it's really brilliant. And honestly, it's enough for me. It's enough for a beginner. It's not too scary, and the throttle response is really great. I really love it. I'm gonna keep it for a while, and then the next bike will be probably GS or I don't know.
Oh no!
Let's see how it
Oh,
goes.
don't go there.
GSA, mate.
Will you be getting one with automatic gearboxes, as we're talking about? That's the theme of today. Where'd you stand on auto boxes?
Well, yeah, I did test drove the DCT from Honda, and I actually enjoyed it.
Yep.
So in case I would be going for a cruiser or something like that, for a bigger bike for long tours, then I would definitely consider that.
Yeah.
I got a quick shifter on my Tiger.
Yep.
And it's really great. So the step up from quick shifter to automatic is not so much for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then again, for a big tourer, automatic gearbox, yeah, definitely, why not?
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for calling in, Pete. And there's a load of bleeping going on, so I think we've got people waiting. But thanks for calling. You can call anytime you like and compliment us, so that's great. So happy New Year, Dusseldorf. See ya.
Off we just in.
Hey, careful, Dave. Showing off your language skills. That's outrageous. Right. Let's see. Oh, hello. We've got.
Bilingual me,
Right.
I can speak Irish and Geordie.
Right. Now, I think we've got somebody from the United Kingdom. It's just phoned in.
Imagine.
Oh, we've got more bleeping. If you're calling from the United Kingdom, speak now, because it might be you.
Can you hear me, Andy?
Yes, I can. Who's that?
Fantastic. Andy, hello. It's Rob
Hi,
from
Rob.
Monmouthshire. Can I say, Dave, I absolutely love your channel.
No, you can't say that on mine.
That's very kind. That's very kind. What's your username, Rob? Do I know you?
Used you.
Say that again. It's just me and you and Rob, but I can't hear you, mate. Oh, I've gone, I think.
I've just got Dave there.
I think Andy's muted him.
Oh, no, he's back. Yeah. So, no, you're back there, Rob.
It's all delayed. We're back now.
Yeah, you're back there now. We can hear you loud and clear.
That's better, and we're back in sync. Bruce, we have met. I came on the Adventure Bike TV tour with Graham last year.
Gotcha. How you doing, man? You all right?
I'm fantastic. Now, I'll keep talking because there is a time delay. I'm hearing you in one ear and not the other. So, Andy and Bruce, I have a thing for you, okay?
Oh, hello.
I'm an Englishman born in England, but I moved to Wales, and I've bothered my arse to learn how to pronounce Welsh place names.
Oh, here we go.
So I have a challenge for you for 2025.
Go on.
Is to learn how to pronounce Welsh towns as you're going along. And I know, Andy, you're always apologetic. And sorry I've murdered that. Well, let's sort it out in 2025.
Well,
I'll tell you what, Bruce, if you want to have me on the brew time, yeah, absolutely. Bruce, have me on the brew time, mate. I've just started a YouTube channel, actually. It's not a plug, it's the Thinking Rider. Bruce knows I was an ex-police biker as well, so
that one's perfect.
We can do a bit of that. But have me on brew time. We'll talk about Welsh place names. So
I can pronounce any Welsh place you like, Rob. It's easy. It's just Y's and L's and R's. It's easy. It's no problem.
Yeah, so where do you start? The one everyone has real problems with. Everyone goes through Machynlleth at some point, don't they? In the middle of Wales.
Yeah. You mean Machynlleth? That one, Machynlleth.
Mackie B, whatever. So it's Machynlleth. But hey, boys, let's have a. Bruce, make a note, mate. Well, I got your details. I'm on the Patreon anyway. I'll drop you a line.
Gotcha.
Let's do a Welsh pronunciation, brew time with a beer. Happy New Year, boys.
Happy New Year.
All the best. Look after yourself. Cheers, Rob.
All the best.
He called it Machynlleth. I can't say that. That's outrageous, isn't it? It's Machynlleth, surely.
You just need to have a bottle of whiskey. You can speak Welsh, no problem whatsoever. Your tongue goes numb. You can pronounce anything. Easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
you'll get cancelled in this modern day and age for pronouncing some Welsh words.
Exactly.
I know, yeah.
Blimey, I want to know how Dolgethli was pronounced because Carol tells me that's how you say it, but I'm not convinced. It sounds a bit brummy to me. Hang on, we've got another call coming in, folks. Let's just check this out. All right, we've got another caller on. Who knows? Let's have a look, see if we've got any. Oh, it's a mobile United Kingdom number. Hello, caller. Welcome to the Missenden Flyer.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can. I was going to say loud and clear, but it's kind of muted and not that clear.
Hello, Andy. I've just clicked on to mute the television a wee bit.
You're not watching the darts, are you?
He's watching the darts.
No.
Good. Thank goodness for that.
I just clicked on YouTube, and the three of my favourite YouTubers just came up on the screen. I thought, wow, this is incredible.
Who's that? Username K, Lamb Chops, and who else?
And Richie Vida. he's watching the other channel.
No, I've been watching Andy and Bruce for years, and I've been watching recently. I came on today and really good TV, and I think it's brilliant. I love that channel.
I'm afraid you're going to have to translate. I've no idea what he's talking about.
and don't say any more because Andy will delete me again.
So I didn't actually catch your name.
Ian.
Yeah,
but I did actually bump into Bruce a few weeks ago when we were out in Gran Canaria.
Unlucky.
I chatted to him for a few minutes.
Blimey, yeah. How'd you get on? You enjoy it?
He slipped you a tiger nest stick. We badge thing when you were out for lunch one day when one of the
goodness, you cleared that. What you slipped him.
That's right. Yes, you did. You did. Yes. You enjoy your time there.
Yeah. Good brilliant. Man. Yeah.
You can't go wrong on the Canary Motorcycle Tours.
My new video series just comes out on that next week, which is some great videos, best I've ever done.
Good man. Glad you enjoyed it.
Andy, you also commented recently. I was watching one of your videos recently, and you were talking about coming to Scotland this year and doing some of the Crieff Cloverleaf.
I am. Yep. Definitely.
Because the person who actually organised the whole of Crieff Cloverleaf, Kona. I mean, she's a very good friend of mine.
Oh wow!
She lives quite close to me, and we do a lot together, a lot of rides. And if you're actually up this way, it would be brilliant if potentially we could maybe arrange to maybe do something with myself and Kona and yourself. That would be absolutely amazing.
Fantastic. I'm wondering about whether you could drop me an email to the missendenflyer@gmail.com just to so I've got your details. I can't remember what month we're doing it. It's in the summer, and we'll get in touch.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Yeah, that would be brilliant because it'd be fantastic to kind of potentially do something together. It'd be great, and we know all the fabulous roads in this area. We are the experts at it.
Well, there's only about 3 roads, aren't there, in that bit of Scotland?
No, there's a lot more. There's a lot of wee gnarly.
Oh, I can't be doing the wee gnarly ones. Oh no! I'll be on my Goldwing. I need big wide buggers.
Nah, they're perfect for the wee ones. They're great fun on the wee lanes.
Yeah,
great
right.
fun.
Yeah.
It is.
So what do you ride in? Can I just ask what you ride?
I've got 3, but I've got a Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro, I've got a 2010 Bonneville, and I've got a wee 350 Royal Enfield, which I love as well. They're a real mixture of bikes.
Nice, obviously a Triumph fan then.
Yeah, I like my Triumphs. I've had quite a few of them.
Excellent. Can I ask you a question? If money was no object and you were going to buy a motorcycle next week, it has to be a new one, not an old one, because if you tell me an old one, I won't know what you're talking about. Which bike would you buy?
Oh, that's a difficult one. I don't know, really. That's a really hard. I quite like what I've actually got.
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's it. People swap bikes very quickly, don't they? I'm looking at you, Bruce. Well, and you, yeah. It would have been a nightmare, more than your underpants.
And I look at that new Triumph Tiger 800 Sport. I think that looks beautiful.
That was good, didn't it? I was invited on the launch of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I said no.
I'm looking forward to seeing a wee bit more people doing road testing that bike. That's quite on my radar.
I've asked Triumph to be the first person that gets one in the UK. They haven't said yes, but I've asked them. So hopefully I'll be doing some reviews of that. That bike appeals to me massively.
You're halfway there.
Dave, have you ever been out to Gran Canaria?
Was that to me?
Yes.
This is really weird. So I was supposed to be going last year. I was in the car going to the airport to catch the flight to go to Gran Canaria for 4 days, I think it was, and I'm pretty superstitious, especially when it comes to riding motorcycles. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I took all the back roads up to Belfast Airport. I'm 10 minutes away from my house. Bearing in mind, I live in the middle of nowhere. So the roads are never blocked. There's never any roadworks apart from this particular morning. The road was blocked. So I did a half-hour diversion around this blockage. After I cleared the diversion, I then got a puncture in my car. So I still got to the airport, missed the flight, and I thought, I'm not even going to try and get on another flight to get there because somebody up there is telling me not to go to Gran Canaria on this particular trip. So the short answer to the question is no, I haven't ridden a motorbike yet around Gran Canaria, although the hire company says I'm welcome to go back anytime. So maybe I'll get that done this year.
I think myself and Bruce would, and also Andy would highly recommend Gran Canaria motorcycle tours. That's absolutely
well.
Awesome.
Me and Bruce would because we're sponsored by them. So we can't recommend them enough. No, we really can't.
I've been a couple of times. It's absolutely brilliant. And I'm looking for doing the Slovenian tour this summer. We're going out there.
Yeah, great. That's a good idea. I think they're stopping doing those after next year, so you need to get in there quick.
Are they?
Might be saying something secret. I don't know.
I talked to Martin. He was telling me all about that, and that's one of the reasons I was desperate to go this year.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
definitely go, mate. It's fantastic.
I was
Slovenia
there
and all around there is brilliant.
Sorry, Bruce, we keep talking over each other. I was there 2 weeks ago, not Slovenia, but with Canary Motorcycle Tours, and I got a little video coming up on the 8th, so that might be of interest because we might have done the same roads as you did.
Well, actually, that's funny because my first video from that series comes out on the 7th, the day before you.
Oh, you're going to steal all my viewers. You're going to steal all my viewers.
Well, I don't think I'll get the hits that you've got.
No one's going to watch mine if you've
doing quite well.
I'm going to have to.
Mine will be coming out about August 2028, I think. Yeah. I was there about a month ago, so it'll be out about 2028.
Splendid. Well, thanks for calling, Ian.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll drop you an email about that.
Yes, please do. Yeah, that'd be fab.
Please, Cloverleaf, because that would be fantastic if we could do something on that one.
Great stuff. Thanks,
Excellent.
Ian.
Brilliant.
Thanks for calling.
Ian. Happy New Year, buddy.
Oh, sorry, I feel like I cut him off a bit soon there. Right, we had some more calls coming in. Let's see what's happening. Talk amongst yourselves, gents, while I sort this out. Why don't you talk about what you think about value for money bikes?
Oh, the Chinese bikes coming through, they're unbelievable. You know, there's massive interest in them, of course, as well. Have you ridden any, Bruce?
God, specific Chinese ones. No, I was supposed to be at the launch of the Vogue, of that new Vogue. But I don't. I came down. I was coming down with someone, and I was riding up that morning for the launch, and I think I stopped about 3 times in about an hour and a half. I just couldn't. I couldn't stay awake, so I had to call up. I had to call up Luke and cancel it. So I missed the launch.
Better be safe than sorry. I'll tell you, a great indication was when I went to the Motorcycle Live thing, and the busiest stand there on the day I was there was the Chinese stands. They were literally swamped, and I have to say they're bloody great looking bikes. I won't reveal all of my news tonight on this live. I'll save some for my own channel, but I have an announcement coming within the next few weeks as well.
You might want to watch my video tomorrow then, Dave. At 7 o'clock tomorrow is a review of the Vogue. So,
which one? Yeah, which one?
It's the 525, but the 900 is coming up soon after that. So if you bought one of them for your massive collection, then it's coming. Anyway, we've got another caller. Should we bring him in?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Who's on the line?
Hello, guys. It's Pete.
Pete, where are you calling from?
Yeah. Not too far away from you, Andy. I'm round near Dunstable. You know, near the gliding club?
I do. Yeah, nice. Are you a glider yourself?
Well, I used to. I was cross-country pilot.
Nice.
But gave all that lot up, probably about 5 years ago now.
Why'd you do that then? Why'd you give it up?
Oh, that's a long story. You don't want to hear that.
Oh, okay. Did you crash it and nearly killed yourself like Dave did once?
Well, it involved the chief flying instructor.
Oh, say no more. Oh, my word.
Oh, cool. That sounds like a story for the pub.
Yeah, it flipping does, doesn't it? Well done, Pete. Nice one.
Yeah,
anyway, so you took up something a bit safer.
I did. I was a born-again biker. I went back to biking this year.
What are you riding?
For 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a Tiger 1050 Sport.
Oh, right. Nice. I used to have one of those.
So, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's my thing right now.
So where have you been on it?
Just local, really. You know, I mean, I do the routes up to the Super Sausage and down to London. You know, but
presumably you've not ridden it up to the gliding club
and stuff. Well, I do. Yeah, there's a lovely little cafe there, but it's only a mile away, so it's not really much of a ride.
I would have thought you wanted to keep well clear of that if I was you.
Well, never say never. You know, I mean, there's lots of opportunity for me to fly again, but when I'm ready, you know.
Yeah. Great hobby, as is motorcycling, of course.
But yeah, absolutely. So, you know, I mean, I went onto YouTube and I said, well, Bruce and yourself, but Dave, you're a new one to me. So
he's an odd one to us.
I'll have to look up your content.
Be gentle with me.
Yeah, that and Itchy Boots, which has me sitting on the edge of my seat every time I see one of those. But
do you know, when I was thinking what guest can I have on here tonight, I thought I could call Norley or I could call Dave. Anyway, I couldn't go Norley.
But Norley wasn't available. I'll tell you what I've done on the back of watching Itchy Boots videos over Christmas. I've went out and bought myself some Apple trackers, is that air tags?
Yeah,
So,
on the bike. It was a masterstroke, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah,
I thought that was very clever.
I've literally just bought 2 for my bike, actually.
Yeah,
I bet Apple AirTags have had a massive uptake of sales.
I really think so. Yeah. I ordered the pack of 4 on Amazon, and a couple of the adverts I clicked on, it said they're out of stock, and I thought to myself, is that because of Norley? Like,
I hope she's got an affiliate link for those.
Yeah.
Bruce is looking confused.
Yeah,
he obviously didn't see that episode.
The price up.
I saw on Instagram that she'd found her bike or something.
Yeah, nightmare in Iraq. But there you go. But yeah. But anyway, she's at ABR, Dave, so you might get to meet her. You never know.
Yeah, no, she's fantastic. Yeah.
Anyway, so what are your plans, Pete, for 2025 motorcycling wise?
Well, I don't really have any. I've got to put it in for service once it's had a service and we get into the spring.
Yep.
You know, who knows? Get myself a little tent and just go touring. But
sounds good to me.
I drive a lot around the UK, so yeah. I know. I've followed you around Europe. I mean, amazing content, Andy.
Oh,
really
amazing
content.
That's very kind of you. You're one of the very few people that think that because they don't get many views. But I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
So excellent. Well, thank you for calling in, Pete.
Absolutely. Keep this up. You know, I mean, I'm sure that your audience is going to grow and grow and grow.
Well, I wish I shared your optimism. But anyway, thanks for the sentiment, and we'll speak to you next time.
Take care, guys.
Right, cheers, Pete.
All the best, Pete. Cheers, man.
Right, okay, we've got a few more people blasting in, so right, talk amongst yourselves again. Over to you.
Yeah. I'm just.
Dave, do you know about your ASA? Do you know that it learns how you ride?
Yes, but I can't believe that works. Is that true?
Apparently it does, because I haven't done the vid actually, but I rode the ASA months ago and absolutely hated it. I hated it. It was dog shit.
On the 1300 GS or the GSA?
On the 1300 GS. Now, there's 2 things. One, apparently the ASA on the GSA is totally different. It's the same, but it feels totally different. The engine feels different as well on the GSA. The second thing is apparently this ASA learns how you ride, because when you first get on it, it flies up through the gearbox. So it'll have you in 6th gear by 40 mile an hour. It's like a really early version of DCT. Do you remember the early DCT with Honda?
Yeah,
it was just shite.
Yeah.
Well, this ASA will whack up through the gears. What you need to do is you need to manually drop it down to whatever gears you want. And the ASA learns what gear you like at what revs and at what throttle. And it will eventually, you'll get it the way you like it.
So even our motorbikes now are controlled by AI.
Basically, yeah. I'm taking one around the UK soon, an ASA. So I'm going to put it to the test.
Bruce, you'll probably send an email to your old buddies, tell them how you're riding.
That's all right. They can do what they like. Yeah, I'm not bothered. I'm taking one around the UK, and I'll see. We'll see how it gets on.
I must keep in touch with you about that. Yeah, the thing I'm frightened of is there's going to be so much new technology for me to get my head around. So I probably won't go more than 2 kilometers in the first month.
It'll be intuitive, won't it? It'll be intuitive. You'll get that.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I really don't want to drop it, because I have no doubt I can't pick it back up again.
We've got another caller patiently waiting to speak to him.
Go on.
Right, who's on the line then? This time it's his lucky dip. Who's there?
Hello.
Hello, who's that?
Hi there, it's Niall. I'm calling from Lincolnshire.
Niall from Lincolnshire. Thanks for calling.
Hey, Niall.
Hi there.
What's on your mind, Niall?
Yeah, it's a quick question. I'm 58. I passed my test in May last year.
Wow. Welcome.
So quite new. Thank you. Quite new to biking. So obviously I get a lot of help and guidance from you guys off YouTube.
Don't listen to Bruce too much.
Well, the only thing I've learned from Bruce is national.
Yeah. Good lad. Good lad.
Yeah. Every time you see the signs, you think of that. And then every Christmas, you sing really good song. It's a flipping nightmare, these earworms. Anyway. So what bike have you got, Niall?
Well, I did have a Tiger 660 Sport.
Right.
But I'm in March. I'm getting a Tiger 900 GT Pro.
900 G. Oh, that's the sort of off-roady one, isn't it? Yeah, nice.
21-inch front wheel as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my question. Sorry, I'm a bit out of sync with how I'm hearing you at the minute. My question is, I do like the look of the Rally Pro, which has a 21-inch front wheel.
Yeah.
Is it going to make a huge difference to me? What's your opinion on a 21-inch front wheel?
Shall I go first and then see what you think? I don't think you'll notice any difference. I rode one of those, the very same, the one with the big front wheel around Japan last year, actually. Great bike. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Quite top heavy, though, so I hope you're a big bloke. But yeah, lovely bike. And also, what was I riding the other day? Basically, I rode two bikes back to back. One had the big front wheel, one had the small one, and I couldn't feel any difference in handling. I purposely tried to see if I could detect the difference. Now, I'm sure if you're an off-road expert, you'll notice, you'll want the big front wheel. But if, you're a relatively new rider, I don't think you need to worry about it. What do you think, Bruce?
Okay, because
Go on, bud. Go on.
Sorry, I can't hear Bruce. What did he say, Andy?
No, sorry, I heard you talking, so I was waiting for you to talk.
Oh, sorry. I'm umming and ahhing, as I say, because obviously being a fairly new rider, and the only reason why I'm swaying a bit more, even though I've ordered the GT Pro, but I can change, to the Rally Pro, is the fact that it's taller, because I'm a very tall guy, but I'm not a very big guy, if you know what I mean, as in stature, but I'm tall as in height. And it was just when you talk to other people, they're just going, oh, well, you want to be careful, you're going to take a 21-inch front wheel and that. So that's what I just have to take the opportunity to ask you guys.
Honestly, the 21-inch front wheel will come into its own if you like off-roading. If you like doing a bit of trail riding and off-roading, 21-inch front wheel will come in. You'll also notice it road riding if you're kicking on. If you're getting on at speed, so if you're carrying speed into corners, you'll definitely notice a 21-inch front wheel, because the front just feels a little bit different. But if you're a new rider, you're not really going to notice that difference. So I genuinely wouldn't worry about it, pal. I really wouldn't. 21-inch, definitely if you want to go off road. But for road riding, any of them is fine.
I agree. What do you think, Dave?
Brilliant.
Well, funny enough, people had always told me about the difference between the 19 and the 21. And the first time I started trying the off-roading with a 21-inch front wheel, I was expecting it to soak up the bumps a lot more, basically, so I'd glide over the bumps as opposed to the 19-inch. Couldn't tell any difference there, but when I was riding home on the bikes, the difference I could tell was when I was going into the corners on the road, not off-road. When I was on tarmac going into the road, the 21-inch wheel felt very skittish. I didn't like it, actually.
Did you not?
So I would much prefer a 19-inch front wheel. Maybe it was.
Were you kicking on at speed?
I was kicking on, yeah.
That's what I mean. If you're up in the speed, you notice a 21-inch. But if you're a new rider, you're not really going to know any difference, really. To be honest with you, it'll feel a bit different. But
if you've only ridden that one bike, you won't notice that there's anything wrong with it. It'll just be fine. So. Go for it, Neil. You'll be fine. Niall, sorry.
All right, then. Yep, that's brilliant.
Thanks for calling in. Thanks for calling in.
All the best to you.
All right. Cheerio. Oh, I might have cut him off a bit soon there as well. It's terrible, isn't it, how this works? Right, talk amongst yourselves, gents. I'll line the next one up. I'll put the round up.
You need, yeah. Do you know what you need here, Andy? You need Carol on the switchboard. Remember the old switchboards, plugging in the wires?
Yeah.
And connecting
Go ahead,
everybody.
caller.
You need her behind the scenes.
We've already got one lined up. Okay, should we say where do we think we're going to get one from? Any guesses? I'm going to go
Australia.
for Australia. I'm saying Portsmouth. What are you saying, Dave?
I'll go. No, we've had a Germany, won't we? Give us a clue. Do you know where? Or are you teasing us?
I don't know.
He's seen the phone number. He's seen the dialing code.
Yeah. Let's have a French one. Can we have a French one? Because that's a country I want to ride to this year.
Whoever's on the line, if you'd like to speak now, we'll find out where you're from.
Bonjour.
Come in, Paris.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Come on,
I was missing by the window.
It's gonna be a Geordie, isn't it? All right, mate.
All right, mate.
Let's try again. I can hear some bleeping, so I'm pretty sure there's someone there. Speak now.
Hello. How are you guys?
Hello. Excellent.
I thought it was Fred.
Dave, how are you guys?
Okay. Good. You sound. Where are you from?
I'm calling from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Hey, fantastic.
Nice one.
I missed that. Where?
Winnipeg, Canada.
Canada. Wow, brilliant.
It's a little bit cooler over here than it is in England, I'm sure. But
I bet.
Yeah. What sort of temperature are we talking at the moment?
Pardon?
What sort of temperature?
I think minus 10ish. It's kind of balmy.
Minus 10.
That's a summer's day here in Ireland.
Yeah, he's in his shorts, isn't he? Yeah, got shades on and shorts and that.
And so I didn't catch your name.
Thor.
Thor. What a fantastic name.
The mighty Thor.
It's an abbreviation from a German name. My full name is Torsten.
Oh, right. Torsten. Okay, got it. But let's go with Thor. It sounds much better, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's
brilliant.
It's a name that Bruce should have. So in my mind,
we're about the same height and size.
I was going to say in my mind, you look like Bruce, except you've got one of those Viking hats on.
Good looking lad, then. Good looking lad. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Did the Vikings?
Well, I just wanted to quickly give a call in from across the ocean, and just put my couple cents in here. So.
Well, thank you very much, Thor. Before you go away, and I realise this has cost you more than a couple of cents, I'll keep you on. It cost you 40.
No, it's not that bad. We got international rates here. I'm calling Germany all the time, so it's no big deal.
Fair enough. So, did you have a white Christmas?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
you betcha. We got about 20, 25 centimeters on the ground.
Do you ever not have a white Christmas?
Pardon?
Do you ever not have a white Christmas?
Yeah, I wish I could have traveled somewhere, but I wasn't in the cards this year. But
wow, fantastic. So again,
we went.
Your accent is kind of curious mix of, I assume, German and Canadian.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm over here now for about 35-ish years. So
yeah,
I got stuck with the armed forces back in the day. Served for the German army here for 5 years in Charlotte, Manitoba. You guys have a training facility in Sheffield, Alberta, where you guys are still active. So
I thought you were going to say you're in a prisoner of war camp there for 30 years. They wouldn't let you back.
No.
Don't mention the war, Andy. Don't mention
that now, Andy. Cancelled.
I'm pretty sure the war was over 30 years ago. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, big time. Well, you betcha.
Well, thanks for calling in, Thor. I hope it warms up soon for you.
Oh, it will. Thanks, guys.
Excellent.
Thanks for taking my call.
Bye. Wow, wasn't that amazing?
This is awesome. I'm loving this.
Great. Well, you have a chat again. I'll line the next one. I'll put my hand up when we've got a caller, all right?
The next thing you have to do, Andy, is you have to try and get rid of the bleeps waiting. And I don't know how you do that.
Most annoying.
It is annoying.
It really is. I mean, for God's sake, what do you call this?
Well, it's amateurish, isn't it? That's what we call it.
You wouldn't hear that live on BBC Radio 2.
You wouldn't.
How do they do it? If anyone knows how you do that, folks, could you let us know? If anyone knows how you do that.
I did use the radio station. I'm well clear how they did it. They had another man in the little studio next door taking the calls first. And then they'd feed them through. They'd vet them and it all worked fine. Anyway, we've got another caller, so we've got the bleeps back. I'm sorry about that. And who's on the line this time? Could it be Manitoba again, or is it going to be a bit nearer to home? Hang on, let's make sure I press the right button. What's going on? Oh, I've swapped over. All right. Hang on.
At least the beeps have stopped.
We heard somebody.
Hello?
Andy?
Hi.
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from, well, I'm actually calling from Seattle.
Wow.
In the Pacific
wow.
Northwest.
Fantastic. Wow. That's amazing.
Yes.
What time is it over there?
Andy, what time is it? 1:05 in the afternoon.
Ah, okay. So we were going to be all impressed because you were going to be up late or something. It turns out you had your lunch.
Yeah,
no.
That's on his lunch break.
Yeah, I'm not working today. So, Andy, when you did the Alaska trip, you came to, I think you flew into Seattle, didn't you?
We did indeed, yeah, lovely. It looked amazing on the skyline. Then we immediately left for Alaska, which was an absolute, well, wasn't as good as Seattle.
No, I watched the trip. So, are there any plans for any of you to come out to like the Pacific Northwest in 2025? I'd love to show you around if you get out here.
Chaps?
Love to. Absolutely love to. Obviously, I did the Appalachians this year or last year. I'd love to. I got no time. I've got no time this year, sadly, with my tours and stuff. But yeah, I love the States. I love the States. So I'd love to explore a lot more over there.
And of course, Dave's just back, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm just back from doing Route 66. So I think if I suggested to my wife that I was going away to the States anytime soon, she might not be there when I got back. So I used up a lot of brownie points doing Route 66. Let me tell you.
And I really love riding the Pacific Northwest.
I've never. Yeah, it's. I've ridden. It's most of it's local for me in terms of sort of. Washington State and then Oregon, but yeah, there are some fantastic roads. So, but if you ever get out, I'd love to show you guys around.
I'd love to ride there again. The problem with me, and we're all making excuses, but it's a very big world, isn't it? And having done the Pacific Northwest a couple of years ago, it'll be a little while before I get there again, I imagine, which is a real shame because I would definitely like to do it. But I have got friends who live on Vancouver Island, and I must go and visit them. And that's not a million miles away, is it? So I was thinking we were trying to think of creative ways to make the trip a bit cheaper so we can fly business class or something. And I thought, well, what I need to do is make this tax deductible. If I ride a motorcycle for a couple of days while I'm over there, suddenly I can claim the flights. So maybe I'll come and see you on your bike.
All right. I'll send you an email.
Perfect.
I heard your email earlier on, so if you do get out here, I'll show you guys. I'll show you all the local rides.
Fantastic. Sounds great. Thank you very much for calling in anyway. Wow, Seattle gents.
Cheers,
that's amazing. Yeah. Cheers.
So when we book our tickets then?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
That'd be good.
We all descend on his house. Hi, we're here.
Exactly.
Have you ever had that where you have actually descended on somebody's house, somebody you've met in any course of life, and then you actually turn up and they're like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't actually mean it.
Yes. And I've had people do it to me as well. So
yeah. Anyway, we've got chat. It's very exciting. We've got another caller. Would you like to speak so we find out who's on the line?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's a woman. We have a woman.
This is amazing.
the first live woman calling.
Oh, so, who are you and where are you? And why on earth are you calling us?
My name's Helen and I'm calling from the Black Country.
Oh, no.
How you doing, Neil?
Hiya, Helen. How are you? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. For you. Loving all of your channels, by the way. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm currently going through my process of learning and got my Mod 1 and Mod 2 in coming up. What would you reckon would be an ideal first bike for me?
Well, I can answer that, but do you want to go, Dave?
No.
Yeah, I would normally have said a Royal Enfield, but a lot of the Royal Enfields of late, whilst they've got cracking little engines and they're the right height, I'm not suggesting you're smaller because you're a lady or anything, but I've found that Royal Enfields are very heavy of late. I'm loving all of the latest offerings like that Bear. They've just brought out the Continental GT 650, which I was a proud owner of once. I just find them very heavy to move around. So it depends what type of riding you're into. I mean, something like one of the Hondas, like a Honda CB would be absolutely brilliant, I would have said. Is it your first bike, Helen, did you say?
I've currently got a Chinese bike at the moment. I'm on an Alex Moto 125.
Okay.
The riding school I'm on is a Z650. But I was looking at the Suzuki SV650. Would that be a good learner bike?
Brilliant first bike, that.
Can I chip in here?
Cool.
Because my missus, who's also from the Black Country, she recently learnt to ride, and she obviously learnt on a 125, and then she was also learning the big bike at the bike school she was on was a Z650, and because she found that quite light and quite low, she's a bit of a shorty. Just checking she's not coming in the door. She wanted something as small and as familiar as possible, so she went for the Kawasaki Z650 RS, which is the sort of retro-looking one, but it's got the same engine in, so it was light and familiar for her. Because I was recommending bikes to her, and that was one on the list because I like the look of that as well. But the SV650 was also on that list. So either of those would suit you absolutely fine. I would think it does depend on the sort of biking you're going to want to do. But often when you first start riding, you don't know what sort of riding you're going to do until you actually start. I was like that. I went through all sorts of different types of bikes before I realised. So yeah, either of those two, you'd be very happy.
Brilliant. Well, I've had a look at this SV today, so I think I might just put a deposit down on that one then.
So did you say you've got to do your mod 1? When do you do your mod 1?
I've got my mod 1 next week on Wednesday.
And how confident are you feeling?
Well, if I didn't have to do a U-turn, I'd probably be 100%.
What about the swerve test? Are you good with that?
I'm all right with that, I think. It's just that one thing, that niggly thing in the back of your mind, and at the moment, for me, it's the U-turn, but I'm sure on the day when I get there, as long as it's not cooled off with the frost, I'm sure I'll be fine.
My mod 1 got cooled off because of the frost, so it does happen. But anyway, and not to dishearten you, but I also failed on the U-turn. Anyway, it only took about 17 attempts and about 15 years.
You'll be fine, Helen. Look where you want to go, pal. Look right over your shoulder, where you want to go. You can drag the back brake, feather the clutch if you need it, keep the power on. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Brilliant. Thanks for the advice.
Once you've cracked the mod 1, which you will do, mod 2 is a piece of cake after that. See what I changed my word in there slightly. But yeah, get the mod 1 done, and then it's all downhill from there. You'll be fine. So welcome to biking.
All the best, Helen.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Helen.
Good luck. Good luck.
Let us know how you get on.
Thank you.
Bye.
Will do. Thanks. Bye.
Right, talk amongst yourself, gents. More calls coming in.
We need a guitar. We need Richie. I have got a
where
guitar.
Is Sticky? Where is Sticky? I tell you what, I was going to say I'm surprised we've not heard from Lamb Chops, but then I thought he'd have to pay to call in, so there's no way Lamb Chops is going to call in. It's a John. You're watching. Cheap, aren't you? Cheap John. Let's see if he calls in now.
At this time of year, I'm always interested to see where Dicky's heading off to as well. So, because last year he headed off to Morocco, didn't he? So, I suspect he'll be announcing anytime soon where he's heading off to now.
He's kept quite quiet, isn't he? He's been rerunning.
He has
Scotland,
actually.
so.
Yeah. So
I'm off for you, Andy, isn't he?
I tell you what, he's visiting family tonight. That's why he's not on here. I did ask him before I asked you to. Anyway, we've got another caller on the line. Let me just see. Is that? Well, I brought the fader up. Who's there?
Hello.
Hello. Who's that?
My name's Martin.
Martin. You're the second Martin. You're not the same Martin, are you?
No.
Good. What's on your mind, Martin?
Well, firstly, I wanted to say thank you very much to you guys, as well as all the other YouTube vloggers that allow me to live vicariously through you, because I don't get out of the UK much. I'm planning to do the Scotland MC 500 this year.
Yep.
But do a lot of UK tours, because the UK, I mean, well, Scotland is part of the UK, but I mean more England and Wales. It is such a beautiful country. Now, as I can sure you can tell from my accent, I'm not British born and bred.
Yep.
But this little island of yours is stunning. There's so many places to go, especially on two wheels. Yeah, long story short, the point that I'm trying to make is thank you very much for letting me live vicariously through all of you guys going on all your massive adventures around the world. It's fantastic to watch. Teapot, well, Bruce, and Andy, I've been watching you guys for years. Unfortunately, Dave, I have to admit, you're new to me, so I will be following you straight after this.
Good man.
You know,
That's very kind. Now, if you don't subscribe, I'll come looking for you.
And he's got friends.
Martin, I'm glad you've enjoyed them, pal. I'm glad you've enjoyed them.
All the best, Martin. Thanks a lot, man.
He's not gone yet. We've not finished with him. Again, he's got these an odd accent. I want to know where he's from.
We keep signing everybody off too before that time, don't we?
So where are you from, Martin? Because you've got a curious accent. I can't quite place it.
Well, I'm as Bruce would say, I'm a sapper.
Oh, right, South African. Right. Got you.
That's me, yeah.
Got you. Blimey, and you
But
prefer riding around here than South Africa? What's wrong with you, man?
Well, no. In my youth, I rode a lot around South Africa, so that was fantastic. But I've been here for 25 years now.
Wow.
So been here for a while. Been really indoctrinated.
Yeah. Oh, good. Excellent. And what do you ride?
Triumph Tiger 800 XCA.
We've got a lot of Triumph riders phoning into
the yeah, it's like the Triumph fan club is ringing into me.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I'm a fan of Triumph. That's good.
I'll be honest. I was riding a Suzuki V-Strom 1000 DL last year, but then some muckers went and stole it and then took it up to the local park and set it on fire.
Oh, man. Sorry to hear that.
Welcome to the UK.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Oops. On that note, we probably better fade you out then. Sorry about that. Okay. Right, thanks for calling, Martin. Nice to speak to you. And I hope
Happy New Year, Martin.
Salam, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Happy to you.
Bye. Right, we've got. It rang off just as I went there. Let's oh no, it's gone. Right, talk amongst yourselves, gents.
Where are you off to next then, Dave?
On hold.
Any trips lined up?
I'm planning, so I'm getting the GSA in February the 25th, actually, is the delivery date for it. So rather than going off the following week somewhere on it, so I thought I'd better, err on the side of caution and stay in Ireland for a few weeks after that. But my first little trip away is actually somewhere familiar to yourself, Bruce. So we're doing the Scottish Islands, like the Isle of Skye, the Isle of Arran, all of that sort of stuff up there. Myself and Trev, who was the very first real subscriber to my YouTube channel after my wife and kids. Awesome. So he's followed me from the beginning, and we've become great mates. And every year we try and have a little trip away. Last year we did the Northumberland 250, and it rained from the beginning to the end. Well, Andy, you were going to come along on that, remember?
Yeah, I had it up on my shoulder, didn't I? I don't know if
I think that was your first stop. Yeah. So Trev very kindly filled your boots on that. But listen, Andy, you dodged a bullet on that one. In fact, it rained so hard, the throttle quadrant on my 1200 GS packed in. And I had to get it replaced when I got home. It actually got so much water damage, I had to get it replaced when I got home.
Well, that's just practice for when you do Scotland. You'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't mind the rain, actually. It's the midges I can't do. So that's why we're sort of going to go in April.
I guess you're used to rain, though, living in Ireland. So, I mean, you know.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I come up for air once a month, you know.
The good news is we've got at least another 2 callers on the line. I'm going to open the fader now. I don't know who we're getting, but the fader's open. If you can hear us, you're on the air.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Who's that?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
Well, we've got a couple of female riders here and a couple of male riders.
Okay.
You're having a Friday night party.
I think we know these days. I recognise these voices.
Yes. We've got a question for Dave and a statement. So the question for Dave is, what was your favourite ride you did this year and who with in Ireland?
A great question.
I don't even have to think. So so I had the most wonderful email from, there were a strange bunch of people, but nevertheless, I took the day off work to go and meet them. And these 4 wonderful people came over to Ireland and wanted me to sort of be their guide for the day, which I was glad to do. the first cafe we went to, we were overlooking a building site. Can you remember that, folks?
It was beautiful, very picturesque.
And they came all the way to Ireland, and I took them to a beautiful, normally at the best of times, it's a beautiful cafe, but we're overlooking a building site. So it was one of those things I thought I could never run my own tour company because this is absolutely killing me. However, after that, we went and did the Sally Gap in the Wicklow Mountains, and we drove all the way down through Glendalough and everything. Scenery was stunning. Shame about the company, but listen, better luck next time.
And the statement for you, Dave, is when people invite you round to their house, they mean it. So we'll see you in March.
Yeah, no, leave it until April. I want to make sure the new bike works well first. So I'm going to be busy in April.
And Kim wants to tell you about her bike progress. Oh no, Kim doesn't. She doesn't. Hi. Kim. Loving the podcast. So anyway, this is
sounds
brilliant.
like there's a murder going on.
Really good. It's they've had a lot of champagne. I'm doing my dry January, so I'm joining Dave.
Oh, well done. Well done, you.
Good on you.
You're unusually sober sounding, especially this time on Friday.
It's terrible, isn't it? My whole personality's disappeared down the drain.
We've got an exciting call coming up. Thank you for calling in.
Good luck. Happy New Year, folks.
See you, bye. Happy New Year. Bye. Strange bunch of people, Northerners, I think. Right, moving on. Right, let's answer this one. Who have we got here? Oh, gosh. Talk amongst yourselves, gents.
Oh, this is brilliant. So I'm heading up to the Scottish Islands in April, Bruce. Where are you heading off to next? Are you doing the tours again this year?
Yeah, tours are all the tours are sold out apart from the Scotland one, actually. I've still got about 10 spaces left on the Scotland one, actually. So if you're interested, folk, chickenstrips.co.uk. Yeah, but all the others are sold out. So they start end of April, and then it's a tour every 2 weeks, 3 weeks until middle of October.
And where are they, Bruce? Are they around Spain, Portugal?
All over. You get through to Spain, Portugal, France, Alps, Corsica. I'll do one to the north, so like Northumberland, Lake District, borders of Scotland, the Scotland one to like the Ardennes, Luxembourg, all around there. There's loads. I think we've got 8. We've got 8 planned for this year.
Wow.
And then next year, probably we're going international for next year. So it's probably going to be an Australia one, maybe America as well, not sure, for 26.
Well, to get yourself some cheaper commo and a guide.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We'll turn up the whole 15 punters.
He'll be very, very sorry he rang in tonight.
No, yeah.
Anyway, the exciting news is we've got another caller on the line.
How are you doing?
I'm okay, guys.
Oh,
how are you doing?
Who's that?
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello there.
It's like the Eurovision Song Contest.
I'm calling from the Netherlands.
Ah, excellent.
Brilliant.
And what? Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Imre.
Oh,
Imre. They most of my English colleagues call me Imre. So
Imre it is then. How you doing?
Yeah, that will do. Yeah. Happy New Year, Imre.
I'm okay.
Whereabouts in the Netherlands are you?
To you.
All good, mate. Yeah.
Rotterdam. Right, nice.
Sorry about the delay at this end.
Don't blame. It's the satellite, Dave. That's what's causing it.
It's Elon Musk's fault.
Yeah. See, Rotterdam. So that's one of those places. In your mind, you think Rotterdam. That sounds like it's going to be a bit like Harwich or something, doesn't it? Not somewhere you necessarily want to visit. Lots of containers, cranes, that sort of thing. Which there are at Rotterdam. But what a lovely city. Have you ever been, you two?
No, I was waiting to see what you were going to say about the poor.
Love, isn't it, Imre?
Anywhere but wrong.
It's a fantastic city. It's a modern city. It's really fantastic.
It's got that incredible undercover market, isn't it?
Yeah, we do.
And those funny cuboid house things.
Yeah.
See, I do know what I'm talking about.
You know your way. You have been Googling Andy or what?
Oh, no, not that quick. I did visit, actually. I made a video about it, if you care to look through the back catalogue. Anyway, Imre, what's on your mind? Why did you call him? What do you want to talk about?
You know, I like to tour together with my son, my daughter, or my wife. So we do a lot of tour riding. And now my question is, and maybe you have the same issue sometimes, Andy, I don't know. But if you are driving tour up and you want to carry some luggage, maybe some camping equipment, etc., how do you cope with the total weight? I mean, to be honest, Bruce, I'm about the same height as you, 6'4" I am, around 70 stone. So,
70 stone?
When I take 17.
Oh, 17. Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah. Yeah. So in total, when you add up that with the pillion and some luggage, you end up way over the maximum load that your bike can normally carry if you go into the manual. So and you do a lot of tour up riding as well. So how do you cope with that? Do you have that issue as well, or is it just an indication and you just smash everything on the bike and drive? Or
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just going to fade you down while I give you the answer because we'll stop the bleeping noise by doing that. So if you speak at the moment, we won't hear you, but I'll fade you up again in a second. A very good question, actually, because we don't get a lot of pillion questions, so that's good. And I do ride a lot to up, and I have got a heavy bike being the Goldwing. But basically, luckily for me and my missus, we're both quite small, so I don't think we're over, and the Goldwing's very big and can take a lot of weight. So I think even loaded up, we probably don't go over the maximum sort of all-up weight. And luckily for you, it sounds you're a big chap. So I mean, the issue I have is physically holding the bike up because I'm a bit of a small wimp. So so that's the problem I have. But you probably won't have that issue. I hadn't thought about being over sort of max weight. I imagine the bikes are on the they undercall what weight you can put on them. I'm sure you can put on more than they actually say. Although if you have a problem, you might not have a warranty thing. But I'll hand over to Bruce for more on that because Bruce is a big fella, as you pointed out. I did see him once on a very overloaded bike in Gran Canaria with my friend Martin riding, and Martin's about 3 times the size of Bruce, and Bruce ain't small. So how does that work, Bruce?
Yeah, I think Andy's right. I think they do err on the side of caution, Imber, about the maximum load that you can carry. What I would say is just adjust your riding style. Do you know what I mean? So if you like to crack on normally, maybe just ease off the throttle a little bit, or brake a little bit further back than you normally would. Just adjust your riding for that extra weight. And you shouldn't, if you're used to riding 2 up, you shouldn't really notice the extra luggage, unless you've massively overloaded your bike. If you're using the panniers and a top box and all that sort of stuff, you notice the weight, but it shouldn't be, it shouldn't be putting you off your riding, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, to be perfectly honest. It's not something that ever goes into my head.
What bike are you on?
I'm on a KTM 1090 Adventure.
Okay, so it's quite a big bike. You'd think they'd be pretty. I would have thought they'd had a big load rating, don't they?
I think maximum total weight, bike and everything together, is something like 430 or 40 kilograms. But the bike itself, it isn't a very heavyweight bike.
Yeah.
But together with panniers, crash bars, some additional auxiliary lights, and it adds up. I mean, 10 kilograms is easily put on a bike and accessories. So yeah,
I mean, I think my advice would be to use your head, and if the bike feels like it's unstable or unsafe, then clearly you're riding it beyond what you should be. But if it's handling okay and you can handle it yourself, then I think you'll be fine. Bruce, what you?
One thing, somebody in the comments, Gareth Parry in the comments, has actually brought up a very, very valid point, actually. If you do get involved in an incident or an accident and your bike's overloaded, your insurance is going to, they will go null and void, I would imagine. Like if it's mentioned in the report that you're 2 up and you've got a load of luggage, they could, not saying they definitely will, but they could go as extreme as ask you to list they're not going to be there to wait at the scene, are they? But they might inquire as to what luggage you are carrying and what weight you and your passenger are. They could go that far, and if you're exceeding maximum load, then that could be an out of forum. So maybe be conscious of that if anything happens.
Yeah.
With regards to what you say you were carrying, if you know what I mean.
I don't know if we've helped him, Marie, or not.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got other callers. We can hear bleeping, so there's people waiting. So thanks for calling.
Yeah.
And send our love to
You're
Rotterdam.
welcome, guys.
Cheers.
All the best. Happy New Year.
Thanks.
Right, talk amongst yourself, gents.
Yeah, actually, on that note with the luggage, actually, the first time I went to the ABR, I took the GS, which really I thought was going to be well capable of handling all the luggage. But I was camping, so I had the tent, I had a massive sleeping bag, not one which you blow up, like not an air compressor jobby, like a proper big, huge rolled up mattress, the sleeping bag, the tent, and it was all top heavy. And then I had my clothes in for 3 days. And everything else that I fancied through
one pair of pants, a t-shirt.
Honest to God, I've gone away for a month with less luggage. And when I was on the M50, heading towards the ferry that morning and leaving Ireland, I thought, what on earth am I doing? And the bike was really quite unstable. So I ended up repacking the whole thing in the ferry port, and I put all the heavy stuff in the side panniers. I listen, you live and learn, you know, and but no, it was a big learning curve. I honestly, when I was hitting 60, 70 miles an hour, the bike started to wobble. I got the fright in my bloody life. So I was seriously thinking I'm going to ditch stuff here, but I just packed the load down low rather than top heavy, you know, and I got there clearly because I'm still here.
And anyone that saw me, I'm going to mention it. So whoever's put this time on the bet will win. When I did the big trip, the first day when I left London, if you want to see an overloaded bike, have a look at any footage from that first day. Jeez, that jigsaw was well overloaded. Well, I snapped the subframe, so that tells you how much that was.
Anyway, you never guess what? We got another call.
Oh,
we got the bleeping back again.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
I'd love somebody to ring in and say they've lost their dog. Can we help them?
Hello.
Hello. Who's that?
I'd love somebody to ring in and say they've lost Pete from Cambridge.
Pete from Cambridge. I can do a bit of it. We might have to get you to turn your radio down. I've always wanted to say that.
Good luck to you, boys. Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year to you.
We're getting a bit of echo back from your PC, Pete.
Yeah, hang on a minute.
Your PC's playing up, Pete.
This happens on the actual radio, doesn't it? It's brilliant.
It's like speaking to your granny when she's getting used to the new hearing aid, isn't it? Turn it down.
How's that?
Oh, that's
much
better, Pete. We got you now. You're a bit quiet, though.
Is that better? Yeah.
Yeah, much better, much better. So what's on your mind, Pete? What can we help you with?
Yeah, Pete from Cambridge, grumpy old biker on YouTube.
Aha, how are you?
You don't sound very grumpy, Pete. He's turned his PC up again, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He has.
Question for you, Andy.
Go on.
No, I haven't. No.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. What's the question, Pete? We'll get there.
Question for you, Andy.
Yep.
On your bike ride on your gorilla.
Yep.
Question for you, Andy. On your bike ride on the gorilla.
Yeah.
Did you not get in sixth gear?
Oh, we got there in the end, didn't we? Thank goodness for that. I don't know. I didn't watch that closely. Probably not, Pete. But thanks for the question. Right. Okie dokie.
On your bike ride on the what? On the what?
On the Royal Enfield, the gorilla.
I had an Enfield. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, thanks, Pete, for your call. It was a little bit noisy in the background there, so I'm afraid you disappeared down the box, which is terrible. Anyway, what were we talking about before then? Did we cover on
overloading?
Overloading. Oh yeah, I think we did that one. Value for money bikes. I'm thinking Honda CB1000 Hornet. Where do you stand on that?
I think it looks incredible.
Isn't it? That's Honda knocking out the park, aren't they, for sort of
for
value
less
for
than
money
10
bikes?
grand. It's unbelievable. And it doesn't, I haven't ridden one yet. It doesn't look like they're scrimping on anything. Has it got Brembo brakes as well? And
Yes, it has.
All-in shocks. It's got the whole lot of things.
I don't. Has it got? Yes, I think it has on the SP, hasn't it?
Yeah, on the SP it has, yeah. But all for under 10 grand. I mean, that's in the UK. It'll probably be 20,000 euro when it arrives in Ireland. But
and the thing is, it looks nice as well, doesn't it? It looks like a
looks
nice
amazing.
Yeah,
But it was the looks which attracted me, as it does with any bike. But when I first saw one of them, I just thought it was amazing. Can't help but think the same designer who designed the Street Fighter has moved to Honda, but you know.
Yeah, it's got a bit of an overtone of that, hasn't it? But
Absolutely.
that's not bad. They stick gold wheels on it, and everybody's going to want one, aren't they?
Yeah. Stunning looking bike. Actually, I love that black and gold version that they're putting out on all the press photographs.
Yeah.
Have any of you boys ridden them yet?
No, I can't wait to ride one. I'd love to ride
the launch, but they haven't actually got them available yet. But I have put a little word in, and I'm actually going to get a long-term loan of one. So I'm really looking forward to
Nice.
with it for a few months. So
I know Kate loved hers, didn't she, when she went to the launch? She really enjoyed that.
Yeah, really good. But anyway, we've got another caller, folks. There's the telltale bleep. Okay, who's on the line?
All right, it's Ian. I'm back on two wheels. I've met you a few times at the ABR festival,
excellent,
Andy, and obviously Bruce is up there the other year as well. I've never met Dave, although he did mention that he went there, so maybe
he kept a very low profile.
Like some.
A flying visit.
I'll tell you what he didn't do, where Dave went wrong at ABR, was he didn't pace himself. I mean, you've got to go for the whole thing, haven't you? And I mean, it's no good just going large on the Guinness on night one, because then you are going to lay low, literally.
I did very well. I give it 100% for 3 days on the Guinness, let me tell you. So.
Ian, are you going again this year?
Me?
No,
yes,
Ian.
Already booked.
Excellent, excellent. And how are you doing it? Are you riding in? Are you camping, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I haven't decided if I rode for the last 3 or 4 years. Last year I took me brand new Himalayan and then took it round the track, around the Bridgestone trial, and stuck it into a bush.
Oops.
So but yeah, but that's what it's there for, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, right. My question that I'm ringing up is to ask Dave, because obviously Dave's from Ireland. So my plan is this year that I want to do I've got a lot of friends that I've worked with in Ireland. I've worked out in Europe for a long time. So
can I come and stay with you, Dave?
Get out there.
No bother.
Yeah, have you got a top bunk? Yeah. So basically, it was a case of where would you recommend if it was a short-term ride? If you've only got a week, because I probably haven't got enough to go all the way round. But I'll be going to I'll be visiting Dublin and probably sort of down south towards Cork, and then round as far as I can go. But it's only a week. What do you think as far as where I should? Make sure.
Ireland's a very small country. In a week, you could ride the whole of Ireland twice. So no, you sort of hit the nail on the head when you said that you were going to head down to Cork. So rather than going straight across the middle of the country to Galway and dropping down the west coast, which is what so many people do, they miss out the sunny southeast. So what you need to be doing is going down the east coast towards Wexford, Waterford, and follow the whole coastline along the bottom of Ireland through Cork into West Cork, which is what I actually call the Irish Riviera, because places like Clonakilty and Skull and Baltimore and Valencia, it's like you're thousands of miles away, especially if you hit it right with a bit of sunshine. It's absolutely stunning. And in many ways, places like that, they're forgotten because of the Wild Atlantic Way, which every biker riding into Ireland wants to do. Now, saying that, there are places that I've ridden over the last year in Ireland where you will not see a person or a piece of traffic for the whole day. There's a road, the name of the pass is called the Priest's Leap. and it's a road between Bantry Bay and Kenmare. So if you're going for a week, do that road. It's the best road I've ever ridden a motorcycle on, and it's in this country. But yeah, the sunny southeast all the way down to Cork. And then tap in, actually, if you take that road I'm talking about, the Priest's Leap, that'll get you into the sort of bottom end of the Wild Atlantic Way. What I would do then is to ride up to Connemara and then come cross country, just cut the country in half back to Dublin, and then you're home. And that's an amazing week for you.
Yeah, cool.
What bike are you on, Ian?
That sounds brilliant.
What bike are you on?
I'll probably take... I've got a Speedmaster as well, so I'll probably take the Speedmaster.
Oh, nice. Bit of cruising.
Load up. Yeah. Bit of... well, we need to enjoy the area, don't we? So we don't need to rush through at sort of 100 mile an hour. We want to take it nice and slow. And,
I'm all for that. That sounds like my sort of trip.
Enjoy.
Excellent. Excellent. Well,
What
thank you, Ian.
sort of time of year is best? Sorry, what sort of time of year is best?
It rains all year round, mate. So no. I normally have good luck weather in Ireland in around September, because you can guarantee as soon as the kids go back to school after the summer holidays, it'll be sunny again because it pisses down all summer. So
excellent.
Okay.
Well, enjoy your trip, Ian.
Cool.
We've got the bleeping back.
Take it easy.
No
Speak to you
worries.
soon. Cheers, mate.
Okay,
Thanks.
take it easy.
Bye.
cheers, Ian. Enjoy.
Yourselves, chaps.
Dave, what's the temperature like in Ireland at the moment, like Jan, Feb?
Well, we've got snow today, but weirdly, on the west coast, you're in the what's it called, the Gulf Stream. Yeah, so it's an awful lot warmer. So I was on the west coast a week before Christmas, and I was I know I hail from Newcastle, so I'm going to sound like a proper Geordie here. I had my t-shirt on, like I had my t-shirt on, but it was very, very warm, and it's noticeably different the further west you go. Yeah, it's fairly warm over on that side, but where I am at the minute in County Cavan, right in the Midlands, it's bloody freezing. Actually, I've even got a thermal top on underneath the t-shirt. Typical Geordie, had to wear his t-shirt, but he still needs a thermal top on.
Yeah. Your shorts on, that's the question.
But saying that, because I hail from Newcastle, I notice all the time that it's so much warmer in Ireland than it is in the UK, without a doubt.
Okay.
So,
well, that's interesting. Anyway, the good news is, gents, guess what? We've only got another caller on the line.
Brilliant.
Right, who's calling this time?
No, John.
John.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Happy New Year, Andy.
Happy New Year to you.
Bruce.
Happy New Year to you, John. Where are you calling from? You sound a bit distant.
St Albans.
Oh, yeah, long way away.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind, John? What would you like to put to these learned gentlemen?
If you could only ride in one country from the countries you've ridden in, which would it be?
Do you take that first, Bruce? You've done more countries. You've done around the world trip, haven't you, Bruce?
I have, yeah. Do you know what? I'm a big fan of the States, man. I really am a big fan of the States. There's such a variety of riding in the States. There really is. You've got every type of country you can think of, you'll get there. You've got such a wide variety of different cultures as well, believe it or not. You really do.
And weathers.
Yeah, I mean, and weathers, yeah. All different types of style of road as well. Everyone thinks it's just going to be big, long straights. Couldn't be farther from the truth. You know, like keep off the big highways and do the back roads. And certainly anywhere where there's mountains, you're going to see beautiful, twisty, fantastic roads. And glorious scenery at places as well.
Dave, what do you reckon?
Well, for those viewers who don't follow my channel, what you might not know about me is that I've only been back into biking for the last 4 years. So I haven't ridden in that many other countries outside of Ireland. But saying that, every time I bump into another biker from abroad here in Ireland, they all say that Ireland is the best country they've ever ridden a bike in. And I have to sort of agree from the roads and the places that I've discovered. For me, Ireland suits any type of biking. The twisties are sensational in Ireland. And I think I mentioned to the previous caller there are still places in Ireland, and now I travel the world with work. I go to a lot of places, not on a motorbike, but like I say, in my day job, and there aren't many places where I've been in the world where you can spend a day and not see another person or a car or anything, just pure, absolute stunning scenery. And those places still exist on Ireland. So I'm going to say Ireland is going to be very, very hard to beat on a motorcycle.
Any of those take your fancy, John?
Yeah, well, I've ridden in Ireland quite a lot. My mum's from Arklow, so we go to Ireland quite regularly. But Europe is my favourite, and your latest tour, the unplanned one.
Oh, yeah.
Many places on there that I'd been, and what a great tour, and I loved the video you did.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
Yeah, hopefully you'll do a few more like that.
Yeah, I will. And I have to say, as much as I agree with Bruce on the US having great variety and just a fantastic place to ride, it is quite hard and quite expensive to get to, isn't it, if you're here in the UK?
Yeah, for sure.
We have got some incredible riding not very far away. I hesitate to say Scotland. Scotland is pretty bloody good as well, isn't it? And Wales, if you want to do, pretty much anywhere in England, you can get to Wales for the weekend. That's fantastic. For me, I think for near good riding, anywhere in Spain, really. I think a lot, because not only have you got the mountains and the great roads and the dry roads, but also they're very biker friendly in Spain. And of course, you tend to get good weather, don't you? So for me, it's Spain.
Yeah. You want to do it on the budget, Spain's the best bet for sure.
Yeah. So where are you thinking of going then, John, this year?
Well, so we're off to the 2K beginning of February for the beach race.
Oh, cool.
That's always a good weekend if you haven't been.
Yeah.
And it's a nice ride from Calais down I think it's the D951, the coast road.
Yeah.
Great little road. Then in May, we're off doing what you did, cross Europe, unplanned, got the ferries booked.
Yeah.
And then again, August and September. So, yeah.
Wow.
Looking forward to this
It's
year.
like you've got a great year lined up. Let's hope the weather's a bit better this year, eh?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I do blood biking, so I'm out in all weathers anyway, so I'm used to that.
Yeah,
but,
cool.
on the mighty 1300 GS, I have to say.
The GSA?
Good man.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay, you'll forgive me.
I've had it a few months now, done about 7,000 miles. Great bike.
And have you got used to that little hamburger button thing?
Yes, I think I've had a few comments about that with you on your. I've got mine set up so that the hamburger button, when I press one press, it goes the short press and the long press, so you can program the up-down button to do two different things.
I'm already lost, mate. I'm already gone.
Yeah. So anyway, one does the heating, one does the screen.
So you don't actually get a hamburger at any point?
No.
Oh, rubbish! You'd think the Germans could sort that out, wouldn't you?
What sauce would you like on it? Or would you like fries with that?
I imagine the GSA does that because it looks a bit like a microwave anyway, doesn't it? So I'm sure to knock out a burger quite easily. Eric, thanks for your call, John. We can hear the bleeping. It means there's others.
Nice talking to you all. Happy New Year.
Enjoy your trip, pal. Stay safe.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Right, talk about yourself, Jen.
I was actually trying to get to Spain next week. There's a motorbike hire company based in Malaga. I think he's Irish, actually. And so the price of the bike is fine. It's €150 a day for a 1250 GSA. And so I thought that was good. And but the flights are ridiculous. And I think that's because of like all of the parents of the older generation, when the kids go back to school, they all head off to Spain, don't they? A return flight with Ryanair to Spain next week, going next Thursday, coming back on the Sunday, was €700.
What?
Yeah, ridiculous. So
with Ryanair?
With Ryanair, yeah. And Michael O'Leary's blaming Dublin Airport for a passenger cap, which is why he has to put the prices up. So I'll be waiting a long time before I head to Spain on a Ryanair ticket costing that much. Let me tell you.
Well,
do you not get EasyJet there then?
Yeah, but then that's from the north, so it's just handier for me, Ryanair. But I'll look at other options,
Yeah.
So. Anyway, guess what, gents?
We got another one.
We got another caller. So who's on the line this time? Can't hear any bleeping.
No, I'm back there now.
Hi, Andy.
Oh, hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Who's that?
My name's Ian. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Ian. Another Ian.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Bruce.
Hi,
Ian. How are you, man?
very good, mate. Listen, 65-year-old biker, got a street triple with bar risers. Here comes a crazy question. Thinking about a Ducati Diaville.
Yep.
And I've had a quick test drive, and it is so different to the street triple.
Yep.
Do I persevere and just go for it and press the button? Because obviously Father Time is catching up.
Can I ask you a question? How old is your street triple?
I've got a Gen 1 that is the cleanest, most mint one. It could have been owned by Andy because it is absolutely immaculate.
I'll tell you what, I'll see what the other gents say in a minute, but if I were you, I'd stick with the street triple.
Really?
Yeah. The Diaville looks lovely and it looks super cool, but I lived with one for a while. I've ridden them quite a bit. Actually, funny enough, I rode one in the US many years ago. And if you do a long journey on them, I don't have to do your back in. There's just something about that feet forward-ish riding position that they guide you through your back. They're also very flipping heavy. They do look cool, but they a bit like Dave and the Harley Davidson he rode on Route 66. It seems like a great idea at the time, but when you actually live with them for a while, they start to get on your nerves. So for me, I love to look at them, but I'd take the street triple any day. What do you think, Dave?
Well, given what you've just said about your age there, I totally get that. I mean, obviously, riding a Diaville is totally different to a street triple, totally different style of riding. I've never ridden a Diaville, but what I will say is that I've got the latest generation street triple, the 765 RS, and hands down, it's the best bike, not that I've just ever owned, it's the best bike I've ever ridden. So it's always going to be a street triple.
I mean, I'm in a bit of a dilemma because I keep test driving bikes and I'm going back to my Gen 1 and I can't get anything that gives me the same feeling. But I'm thinking about doing possibly a trip to Europe to go and see my brother in Portugal.
Yeah.
Well, actually, when I bought the street triple, I thought it was only going to be good for letting the adrenaline out on a Sunday morning around the twisty roads here where I live. I now go everywhere on the street triple, and it's naked, of course. But if I'm wearing the right clothing, I don't even notice that the bike is naked. I love everything about that. And the most important thing is when I come back from wherever I've been and I'm locking the garage up, I'll always look back at the street triple. There's not many bikes I do that with. To me, it's an all-round bike. It really is. I think it's an incredible bike.
What do you think, Bruce?
Okay.
Ian, what sort of mileage do you do on your bike normally?
Okay, I'm doing about 2,000 miles a year. All my biking is finish part-time work now, go out in the evenings, don't really go out too much in the winter. So I would say, but I just want to go a bit further afield, and I just find after sort of half an hour on the street triple, I need a coffee.
Yeah. Honestly, mate, my advice is the same advice that was always given to me. Take the bike that makes you smile.
Yeah.
Just if your street triple's doing it for you, then take that. And if you can only ride half hour before you fancy a break, there's nothing wrong with that, pal. Just adjust your daily mileage, your trip accordingly. So if you want to ride to Portugal and say it's 1,200, 1,300 miles to get there, then just plan that it's going to take you a week maybe of, leisurely riding to get there. Just plan it in. Or if you can sit on that thing and churn out 500 mile in a day, great, do that. But we ride bikes to enjoy it, don't we? So if the street triple makes you smile and you enjoy riding it, that's the bike for you. Just take that one. That's my advice.
Oh, you know what? Because everyone just goes, wow, when I hear the word Diaville. Andy, you've been so honest tonight. I really appreciate that as well. Just one question, guys. While I've got you on the street triple, my Gen 1 is the most immaculate bike you've ever seen.
Yep.
Is it worth tiptoeing into 2024 version? There's some deals around at the moment. Not the RS, because I'm not going to go on a track. Or
get that yellow though. The yellow's lovely.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I've got the black one, haven't I? And I'm a bit like to hide. But is the difference in 15 years dramatic
Yes.
when you actually ride the bike?
Yeah, it is actually. I had the Gen 2. I think and mine also was immaculate, and I loved it, and I kind of regret selling it actually.
Yeah,
but I've ridden the new ones as well quite extensively, and there's no doubt they are leagues better. You can argue whether they look any better, But let's not get on that old chestnut. Another scrap with Dave. But but they are fantastic bikes, aren't they? Those engines. And the beauty of it is now between yours and my bikes and the one that Dave has, of course, they're now 765, aren't they, instead of a 675. So they're a bit pokier as well, but they're plush. They're a fantastic bike. If I were you and you've got money burning a hole in your pocket, then I would definitely go down a New Street Triple rather than a Diavel any day, and you'll save yourself a few quid.
And I rode both. I rode the R and the RS, and to me, the RS is a much more comfortable riding position for me. Even though everybody said in the reviews that it was going to be a little bit more aggressive, I didn't get that at all. It was quite the opposite.
That's interesting because I actually found the R was the better ride, oddly. But I think it might have just been that the adjustable suspension on the RS I didn't fiddle with, and I probably could have dialed that a bit down.
Yeah, I've softened everything up.
The street or the speed?
I'm gonna dial off now. Just before I go, Andy, superb channel, mate. You put
thank you very
so much effort into it. I've got to
enjoy
say,
doing it. It doesn't feel like effort.
Work.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot more work than I see, but you do a great job, and I speak on behalf of many thousands of people. We really appreciate all you guys do, and particularly you, Andy. You actually, the reason I own a street triple was because of you, and also I did the mods that you did, barring mirrors and arrow exhausts. So big thank you to all of you.
Thank you very much.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We will.
Happy New Year, mate.
Enjoy it.
It's not work.
I don't know.
It's not work, is it, really, gents? When you enjoy doing it, it's not work, is it?
Exactly.
You're going a bit fuzzy again, Bruce. I think you need to get yourself an Elon Musk dish.
Fuzzy?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's perfect on mine.
It will be because you're not looking at it down a tube, are you? Down an oh, somebody's calling. Hang on a minute. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to ask you something else there, Bruce. How many videos are you putting out a week now? And have you had to reduce that with your tours, or do you still provide the same amount of content? I don't know how.
I can only.
Yes,
I do because I do the podcast. Because I do the podcast as well. The podcast goes out, so that's one, but that's a different channel. Then I've got. Well, I do the podcast vid plus generally at least one reel or short a day for the podcast, and then the main Teapot channel, that's one vid and generally a reel a week. So that's all I can put out at the moment. Like my vids, I can't edit a vid in like a day. Like most of the slot I can't do that. Mine take generally at least 3 or 4 days to edit. So but I need to address that because I can't keep going like that. It just I get about 3,000-4,000 views. So
getting the balance.
No, I can't be asked for any of that. Yeah. Sorry,
it's getting the balance right. It's very difficult, isn't it? I mean, I enjoy it, but
I do different stuff to you, and I don't. I need to enjoy what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean?
Cool.
Yeah. And
So
I need to figure all that out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've kind of suddenly changed the way my channel works a bit in the last few months, and I'm doing more stuff like this now, which doesn't necessarily get the views, but I enjoy doing it. So, like, I'm with you. Do what you enjoy, and if people watch it, it's a bonus, isn't it? Anyway, guess what, chaps?
Yeah, we got another one.
We have. We got another caller.
Is it another woman? Is it another woman?
Don't be ridiculous. We've had one.
Hello.
Hello. Who's that?
It's Teapot One's mascot.
Oh, Mark Anal.
I was going to say I recognise that voice.
MF Anal. Get him off. Mute him, Andy. Mute him.
Mark from Leeds. Where are you calling from?
Wakefield.
Nowhere near Leeds.
Is that near Leeds? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you all right, Mark? Happy New Year, mate.
Yeah, hiya, Dave. You're right. Happy New Year, mate.
So what's on your mind, Mark? What have you been up to this?
What you want?
What are your plans?
Not being.
I told you to stop bothering me. Will you go away?
Been out a couple of times over Christmas on bike, on off-road bike. Just a quick call in. Shut up, Bruce. So obviously these two boys know me pretty well. You know what I mean?
I gathered that.
Too well, Andy.
Especially Bruce. Anyway, I make him famous.
Well, you were lucky to get out over Christmas because where I live, it was basically non-stop fog for about 3 weeks. It's been beautiful today, but freezing.
Yeah, we did have a fair bit of fog on Boxing Day. It was pretty bad.
Hello, what's Bruce waving at?
No,
that doesn't look
good. Have you got your award? You got your award.
This is what he made me, Andy, to give you a little caliber of what this little urchin.
I don't know what it is.
All
I've
about.
no idea what that is.
No idea. No.
Luckily, the picture is blurry, so I can't see. You need to get your Elon Musk dish sorted out.
Yeah, I'll sort that out tomorrow.
Are you down at my garden, Bruce?
No. I'm in my normal office, but apparently the internet's rubbish. Apparently.
Yeah, it's shit. It's shit.
Thanks, Mark, for confirming that for us.
It's grey like you. It's grey like you, Bruce.
It's better again then.
Great, knackered.
Oh, the thinking rider says hello, by the way, Mark.
Hello. Don't know who the thinking rider is. There's some sort of troll as well on comments as well.
Oh yeah, I noticed that twat. What's it called?
Yeah.
Trolling, whatever it is. Yeah. I think you got rid of him now, Andy.
Knobhead.
He probably turned off from the darts. Anyway, thanks for calling, Mark. No. Well, are you going to ABR this year?
Cool.
Will we see you there?
I am. Yeah.
Excellent.
I've seen you every year, Andy.
Indeed.
I've seen you every year.
Indeed.
And
it's
Carol.
about time you bought me a pint.
And Carol.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that.
Was that it, Mark? Was that it? Is that all you'd come on for?
Thanks, Andy.
Absolutely no point to your conversation in the slightest.
Oh, there's another call coming in.
No.
Go and make some more butt plugs, Mark.
Bye.
Cheers,
bye.
Mark. See you, mate. Bye.
Cheers, Mark.
Bye.
Ta-ra, pal.
Right.
He's a lovely bloke.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. No,
He is a lovely bloke, Mark. A little twat, but he is a lovely bloke.
Exactly. Yeah. No, he's a funny guy, and he made a sticker.
Did he do the dividers for the top boxes?
He is. He's the top box divider, man.
Yeah. I do now. I can see him. He's got the thick glasses, isn't he? Small fella. Yeah.
Bald
Lives in
head.
the Yeah.
And he does custom stuff. Look at this thing he made me.
Look at that. See, he hasn't made me one of them. He's seen me every year at ABR. I haven't had a single one of them. Unbelievable.
That's going in the new orifice.
Is that a sticker board, Bruce?
No. He's just done like my logo with the saltire background on it.
That's
so he does the sticker boards, which tend to be like you got.
Yeah.
So he hasn't done me the sticker board. He's just done the top part.
One. He's done you two one then, and he phoned into my channel and hasn't sent me one. Unbelievable.
He's met you 2 years on the bounce, and you don't even remember the bloke.
I do know.
You know what I mean?
I've just described his thing.
Of course you do. Of course you do. We've got your back, Mark. We've got your back, pal.
Well, he phoned.
Subscribe.
I'll have a beer next year. Anyway, guess what, chat?
Go on.
We got another caller. Right, who's on the line this time?
Hello, it's Tracy.
Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. Hiya, Tracy.
Hello. I'm just calling my other half is out of the room, so he doesn't know I'm making this call.
Oh, right. Is it illicit to call us then?
Yeah. Are you leaving him?
Yeah. Well, how can we help? How far away are you from us?
To say hello.
Hello. Right.
I'm calling from Warwickshire, and we met Bruce not so long ago.
Oh, sorry about that, Tracy.
No, it's fine. He's here.
I'm not in the room. Was that the Evesham raid, did you say?
I'm calling you. It was.
Tracy,
yeah.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. We didn't come on the ride, though. We just met you at night.
In the
pub, What's going on there?
Yeah. Totally.
It was a good weekend, that. Enjoyable. Really enjoyed it.
You, Andy.
Go on.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it.
Excellent.
We enjoy your tours as well, Andy.
Thank you. Few people do. I'm glad you're one of the loyal ones. Excellent.
And now I'm going to be watching really good TV.
Oh, no. What's your audience tonight, Dave?
Yeah.
New audience. Well, I hope you enjoy my trip as well. Yeah, well, plenty of videos about Ireland. So, yeah, in fact, the tourist board should be giving me a bit of a kickback at this stage.
Thanks for calling in, Tracy. We've had 2 female callers, and we've had about 20 callers. So, by my maths, that's a 10% hit rate.
You've had 3, haven't you? 3.
Have we had 3? We're 3.
Yeah, with your friends.
We had Tracy, Helen, we had Helen and the group, didn't we?
Yeah.
Up north.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's... Yeah, wow.
This is amazing. I had the SV650S,
right,
the first bike.
And how'd you get on with it?
I had a V-Strom, but it was too heavy.
Yeah.
And now I've got a CB600F, a little Hornet. So
nice.
Yeah, we're doing that. Anyway, I'll leave you to
That's
it.
what I was actually recommending to the last female caller who rang in, who said she was on the verge of doing a test. That's exactly the type of bike I was thinking for her. Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. So, yeah, I keep my other half busy. We did the V-Strom up, and then I decided it lying down too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the little Hornet.
Does your other half ride a bike as well?
He does, yeah. He's coming on your tour, Bruce. He was meant to have come last year, but he was poorly.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Which one's he coming on?
So he's got himself... Sorry?
Is he coming on one this year, did you say?
He is, yeah. The North one.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Right, lovely job. Excellent.
Yeah, but I'm not invited because I don't ride progressive enough.
Very wise, Tracy. That way you get to see your next bike. Just out of interest, on the Hornet, which is a great little bike, I only rode it once, but it's a lovely machine. If it was available in the automatic form when you bought it, would you have gone for the automatic?
No.
Interesting.
No.
Interesting.
I like being in control.
Like your style, Tracy. Excellent. Good
Doesn't
stuff.
every woman?
Yeah, that's true. It's just a default position, isn't it?
No.
Let's not get into an argument. We've had 3 female calls. We're doing very well. Let's
You're
quit.
going to lose them all now.
Incredible, yeah. Thanks, Tracy, for bringing the numbers
Enjoy
up.
your evening, then.
Thanks. See you.
Bye-bye.
Right, talk amongst yourself, gents.
Yeah, I was asking that lady there if her husband rides bikes as well, because every woman, and I don't know what this is about, maybe it's a thing, maybe it's not, but every woman I've spoken to who is into riding a bike, she got into it because her other half rides a bike as well. I'm yet to meet a woman who's done it because she just wanted to ride a bike and the husband isn't interested, you know?
Oh, no, I've met a few. I've met a few.
You?
Yeah,
Have you?
yeah. They're just a couple of the ones that I've chatted to and met. They got into it later in life. You know, a lot like we do, really. But a couple others were just they're bikers and they met their other halves and they're not into bikes. So, but they're out there.
I don't know if I've ever met any females that got into it first. That's a good question. We'll pay attention to that in the next few months and regroup and see if we've got some more examples. Anyway, guess what, chaps?
Go on.
Another caller on. Who's on the line this time?
Well, are you still going to be saying this at 3 a.m?
Probably.
No, I'll be gone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Who's that?
It's Ruben.
Ruben. What a great name.
Ruben.
Where are you calling from,
Ruben?
I'm good, thanks, guys. I'm actually calling from Epsom, just south of London, but I, as you can probably hear, am an Australian.
I was going to say, you sound like you're from Adelaide, but when you said Epsom, I was very disappointed.
Sorry about that.
Well, to be fair, Epsom is very nice, isn't it?
It is, yes. No, I've lived over here for 30 plus years, so sort of know the old roads around here fairly well.
That's before I was born.
Yeah. I know.
You know, it's a laugh quite so much.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that.
What's on your mind then, Ruben?
Anyway, guys. Yeah, well, I've been, riding bikes all my life, and I'm lucky enough to own several, but I do quite a bit of touring, and I've been thinking about going to Croatia. I don't know if any of you guys have been over there, and if you've
Bruce is your man.
Any sort of do's and don'ts.
Over to you,
Sorry?
Bruce. Bruce is your man.
Just go. Croatia is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. The Adriatic coast is beautiful, but if the weather's good, it'll be like a conveyor belt. You'll get a lot of traffic along it. Trouble is, if you don't go during sort of peak touristy times, it has a legendary wind along the Adriatic coast. Like it can get so windy that it can stop you riding. Like literally, if you have a headwind coming into you, it will stop your bike, and if it's a side wind, it'll knock you off. I mean, the wind there is legendary. There's been many people come unstuck there because they think, it can't be that bad. But yeah, it can be. There's plenty of really good roads inland in Croatia. So I would definitely say play inland and then pop out to the coast for a little bit and then come back inland. There's fantastic roads. And Slovenia. Slovenia is fantastic. It's just lush, green forest. Amazing. Yeah,
I've ridden both.
Really easy to ride.
Go on, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, mate. No, yeah, it sounds fantastic. Well, another question with the same thing though is, I'm looking about getting there, riding versus hiring. Which would you recommend?
Right. You can easily ride there comfortably in 3 days, like a nice leisurely 3-day ride into Slovenia, and then the fun is all the way anyway. Get through northern France into Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, all through there. Don't touch the motorway. Just do all back roads all the way there. Little plug: I Cali motoed it. Every time I go, I Cali moto it and just set it on. Not motorway, but I put it on the fast route normally till I get an idea as to where I am, and then if you fancy a little bit twistier, whack it on winding option and have some fun there. Once you get into Slovenia, if you put any of your sat navs on the windy option, the twistier option, places like Slovenia, they can put you down some fairly technical single track roads. So I always find the non-motorway option tends to be a little bit better in places that you don't know. But definitely ride it. Ride it. Yeah.
Right. Sure. That's good. No, well, I've been through France and Germany and that quite a bit, touring and stuff. So that wouldn't be a problem. And I also use Kalimoto, so I should be well away then. By the sounds of that.
Happy days.
Okay,
if you want a bit of a more interesting route, then I would say fire down like east of France, and then from say Grenoble or something like that, or come down Route Napoleon a little bit, and then nip in across into maybe not the west of Switzerland because that's a bit key. Go in through say southern Germany and then drop down into the middle of Switzerland and pop across over towards eastern Switzerland, across into maybe top of Italy, and then up into Slovenia that way. Is it the Versic Pass? That's VRSIC, Versic Pass. Kate's done a vid on that recently, I think. That's a fantastic road that will take you from Austria or Italy into Slovenia. And like Lake Bled and all that, and then across.
It's a fantastic place to ride to.
I've got the bikes. I've got the bike to do the miles on to do that one, so that'll be good.
What bike you got?
That'll be good. Yeah.
What bike?
I've got a V100 Mandela Guzzi S.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I tell you what, if you've a little plug for my mate, but Simon Weir, if you've never been to his website, simonweir.co.uk. WEIR, Weir, Simon Weir. Simon has probably the best memory mind in the world for biking roads. Go on his website, he's got routes, or drop him an email and he'll plot you a route. And he's just unreal. There's nobody on this planet has a better brain than him for plotting a route.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. And I do enjoy all your channels. It's well worth watching. And unfortunately, I have too many hours wasted watching YouTube, and my life seems to disappear.
It's not wasted,
but
is
I
it?
thoroughly enjoy all 3 channels.
Educational.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it is. It's definitely well spent.
Well, he watches you too, Dave.
At an old age.
This is great. Fantastic. Thank you, Ruben, for calling.
No, I watch all 3.
Good man.
Yeah,
Good
cheers,
man.
guys. Take
Excellent.
it easy.
Awesome, mate. Enjoy your trip.
Whilst we're waiting for the next caller, now's a good time to call, folks. I must just say hello to Elk Fraser 1, who I saw in the comments. He's the person partly responsible for getting me into YouTube in the first place. I used to watch all his videos 20 years ago. He was one of the first. Excellent fellow. Haven't seen a video from him in about 15 years, but top guy. Oh, talk amongst yourselves. I've got something to do.
Brilliant. Can I ask you, Bruce, are you using any of these Apple CarPlay, the screens, which there seem to be loads out now? I've reviewed a couple on my channel. Yeah, they are everywhere. And I keep getting contacted every week by another company with one, I'm sure you do as well. They contacted me this week, but I've reviewed CarPuride and Chiggy. But I think I'm going to leave it at that in terms of the reviews, because I think I've reviewed enough of them. But
just spend your life doing the reviews on it. Yeah, I bought the CarPuride one. I used that. Lasted 3 weeks, and then the screen packed up.
Oh no!
Then I bought the. I didn't buy it. I was given the Innov N1 Pro, and that's still on my bike at the moment. I still need to do a vid on that. Personally, I don't see the point. Like, I just don't see the point. Because if you, I've always just had my phone on my bike, so that's
So have I.
that's my screen for the sat nav. And if you cast your screen through Android or CarPlay to one of these thingies, you still have to power your phone. You've got to charge your phone, otherwise it runs out of battery by the time you get to where you're going, and you want to start taking pictures or film like we do.
Yeah.
So I have to power the phone up anyway. And it's just, there's a delay before your phone connects to the thing. And sometimes it can't be up. Sometimes it won't connect. And I can't be bothered with it. And then the camera systems that these joint things all have aren't as good as a dedicated dash cam. So once I've done my vid on the N1 Pro, I'm taking it off and I'm going back to just a dedicated dash cam system and my phone. That's my own
take on it. So you're not sold at all by the sounds of it.
No, I don't. No, it's more trouble than it's worth for me. I can't be arsed with all that. There's enough technology.
You might be sold once you've had a phone trashed by mounting it on your handlebars, which I did.
I've used my phone since 2015, 16. I've never had. That's lies. Once I had a camera done because I tested a prototype for Ultimate add-ons, and that knackered my phone.
I hope they paid for a new
That's
one.
the only time. Yeah, they did.
Anyway,
yeah, 100% they did. Yeah.
Guess what?
We got another caller.
Yeah, another caller. Who's this? Who's on the line?
Andy.
Hello.
It's Ian again. I do apologise. Street Triple Ian.
Hello, Street Triple.
Have you bought it yet, Ian?
Oh, no, listen, I do apologise.
That's all right.
There was just one question. When I mentioned the word Dialvo, I didn't say V4, and you talked about feet forward, and I didn't know whether you meant the older model or the newer model.
Well, I've ridden both, and the same applies, to be fair. In fact, the V4 just burns your nudges more. It's, steer clear.
Okay. I was sitting here thinking, is he talking about the older ones? You've done various different videos, and I thought,
no,
they're getting all excited, and you've piddled on me bonfire.
Sorry about that. Stick with Street. You'll be fine. Well, you'll be fine. Right, see you, Ian. Speak to you soon. Bye. Oh, cut him off his prime. Oh. There's been somebody trying to phone from Alicante in Spain. They've called, must be 15 times. And every time I answer somebody else's call, and they're always a bit late to the party.
And is this all coming through on your mobile phone, Andy?
Yeah, it is. Right, we've got another caller now. Who's on the line? Hello? Who's that?
Hi, Andy. It's Dale.
Hi, Dale. How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Yeah,
Hi, Dave. Hi, Bruce.
Whereabouts you calling?
Dale. Hi, Dale. How are you?
Staffordshire. We've got a good northern contingent today, haven't we?
Yeah. Lovely part of the world, Staffordshire.
So, DCTs then. I've recently bought a Honda 750X DCT.
Yep.
Previously had a Tiger Sport 1050. Yep. But I say I'm loving the DCT. Absolutely loving it.
They're good, aren't they? I wonder.
Yeah,
I mean, DCT has been around for a while now, hasn't it? And everybody used to say, "Why isn't anybody else doing this? Why is Honda the only people that have an automatic gearbox?" And now they're all at it, and everyone's saying, "Oh, we don't want automatic gearboxes." So it's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
DCT has improved over the years, though, hasn't it? I've had 2 gold wings with DCT now, and the first one was noticeably not as good as the one I've got now. I think they've done a few upgrades, and it's really good now, isn't it?
This is the first one I've ever rode, to be honest, so I can't compare to any older ones. But yeah, it doesn't disappoint at all.
Yeah.
And like I say, the Tiger Sport, I love that. I had that bike for 10 years. I had it from new. Not that everyone's going, "Oh, you'll be mad to change it," but I'm not disappointed at all.
Well, the Tiger Sport was a great bike. It looked and went. That big triple engine is amazing, isn't it? But they are a bit top heavy, aren't they?
That's what I was finding as I was getting a bit older, and I'm basically challenged as well. So yeah, it was top heavy for me.
Tell me about it. Yeah. Sounds like you made a good change then.
Yeah. Just like I say, loving Dave's channel and Bruce's as well, and
excellent.
Bruce's brief time. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I don't think Dave realised who I am. It's Dale. We used to work at Auto, right?
DW.
Moto.
I do know you, Dale. Yeah, because you very kindly send me stuff every time I get a new bike.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I won't be sending anymore because I'm no longer with Auto right now.
Oh, right, okay.
Shame, I was about to put an order in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, well, obviously, I don't know your voice, Dale, but no, it's good to talk to you anyway.
Thanks for calling, Dale.
Andrew, mate. Yeah.
Oh,
Cheers, Dale.
Cheers.
Cheers, Dale.
Bye, mate.
Bye. Would you believe, as I was just about to hang up Dale there, the Alicante Spain one came on again, and then I hung him up.
Oh, no.
I feel terrible for them.
Andy, you've got to blag.
Sorry, Alicante. Sorry, mate.
This is terrible, isn't it? If you're watching in Alicante, phone again. I've got your number. I could phone them back, but I mean, these SIM cards only £3 that come for that. I get a massive. We'll wait. We'll see what comes in. Talk amongst yourselves.
I was going to say we could have our own little side bets here, seeing where we could get invited to and actually
use some of your Iochi commissions to blow in, call him back. Come on, Andy.
Oh, hello. We've got another one coming in.
No
as
comment.
we speak. That's opportune, wasn't it? Who's on the line?
Hello there. Hello, Andy.
Hello. Who's that?
How are you? It's Jake here. Rider Reviews. How you doing?
I'm very well, Jake. Yeah, I've got that look on my face. Jake, Rider Review. You might have to nudge me memory.
Hello,
Hi, Jake. How you doing, pal? I missed that.
Where's Chopsy today?
Well, clearly,
he's snowboarding.
We're at the bottom of the list. I'll work my way down all the people I thought would be good on a podcast. And Chopsy was near the bottom, to be fair, and he said, "Oh, sorry, mate, I'm with the family." So I had to call these two. So yeah,
it's off on another launch somewhere.
He couldn't make. Yeah, he's probably blagging some free stuff. Auto delete.
Well, I just wanted to wish you all a happy New Year anyway, and I really appreciate your channel.
Thank you, Jake. That's very kind.
Thank you, man. Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year, Jake.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, speak to you soon.
All the best, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers, bye.
Bye. Cheers, bye.
I thought he was going to say something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the question there? Did we cut him off this time?
Yeah, you didn't get round to the question.
It was just being nice. It was just being nice.
Yeah, I think it was just.
Alicante. Now's the time.
Come in, Alicante.
And what we've got here is not Alicante, but Ireland, I believe.
Oh,
we've got a caller from Ireland on the line.
You do indeed.
Oh, there, Bigora. It's a genuine one, not a fake one like Dave.
Not a fake. Well, I'm from down the road from Dave. I'm just ringing to support his wonderful choice of the very handsome GSA for next year.
Oh, I'm going to cut you
off. The secret's out now, then.
Good lad.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe this you can get together and have a little ugly bike club.
Where are you from, mate? And what's your name?
You know, it's me, Dave. Still.
Oh, for God's sake!
It's his neighbour.
I knew the accent. No, because I can't see the names of the people phoning in. So,
well, none of us can.
I knew the accent. So forgive me. How you doing, Dylan? Are you good?
I'm good, buddy. Yeah, I just said I'd give a quick ring. I've been watching since it started. It's been great.
Well, you knew I was going for the GSA before most, anyway.
Yeah. So I never said it. I think like you got to go with what you want, everybody. So just like to say, I watch all the channels for Andy. Like that French series was great. The Japanese one during the year, I think, was one of my favourites.
Oh, thank you, Dylan.
Because I've always wanted to go there.
Well,
and the fact you can actually do it on the bike.
Did I sell it to you or what?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you did. Yeah, I've got that guy's. I have it saved in my list if I ever manage to go to try and.
Oh, where's
the
guide? Yeah, top guy. What a fella. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Japan's awesome, man. Go. Absolutely stunning.
Japan is amazing, especially if you want to lose weight.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, I love the food. It's my favourite cuisine.
Oh, God, incredible. There's everything. You can get everything out there. I don't know what he was moaning about.
And then, I'd be for your other question. I'm a DCT convert, so I bought a new NT 1100 this year. So for touring and for long distance stuff, I think they're brilliant. So I have old fashioned bikes with clutches and gear levers too. But just ring say great channels from all you guys, and have a great 2025.
Thanks, Dylan.
I'll see you soon, buddy. I'll see you soon. We'll head out soon, all right? As soon as that snow is gone.
Look forward to seeing you one of Dave's videos.
He's been in a couple of my videos already.
I need to watch later. Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is my ringtone, which should have been going all the time. It lets us know there's another caller. Let me on.
I thought that was Carol coming back in from the bingo, no?
Is that, mate? No, she just brought me a cup of tea, actually.
Okay.
Oh, hello. Who's on the line this time?
I'm Pavel and I'm from Leeds.
Sorry,
I got
who from
a
Leeds?
question.
Is it Pavel from Leeds?
Pavel.
Pavel, got you.
Pavel.
Go for it.
Yeah, from Leeds. I got a question for the guys.
Go for it.
Yes.
What's your question, Pavel?
If the question is, what's happening with the biking?
You're breaking up there, Pavel.
What we got?
Yes,
what's happening with the biking?
Yes, and where are the young riders?
Oh, right. Good question.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Yeah. So,
well, go on, Dave. Go for it.
In Ireland, it's the price of insurance. It's just so prohibitive. My eldest lad, who's 22, he did his license when he was 20. There's just no way he can get into biking because of the price of insurance. Like, we were looking at bikes for €1,500, and the insurance companies were wanting €5,000 for a year's worth of insurance. How did they come up with that? So that in Ireland, I can't comment on what it's like in the UK, but in Ireland, that's the one deciding fact that's stopping young people getting into it.
Bruce, what's your theory?
Yeah, I think the whole license system is just. I think it's very biased towards cars, really, isn't it? To get a bike license, it just seems to be so much harder to get a bike license than it does with a car. In my eyes,
I agree.
I definitely think there's a lot more sort of 20-somethings coming into biking in the last 5 years than there has been, say, in the last 20 years. That's just what I'm seeing on socials. There seems to be a lot more 20 and early 30-somethings coming into biking now. But the teens, yeah, you just don't. The only youngsters you see on little 125s now are the fuckers that are stealing your phone in the cities, or pizza delivery and this sort of stuff. Yeah, there's not many youngsters coming in, and as Dave says, insurance is just ridiculous.
I think it's insurance. I think it's cost of bikes. I think it's the ease of getting a car license versus all those things, isn't it? It's all stacked against youngsters today, isn't it? And the license system is rubbish if you're young, isn't it? The fact you have to take the test about 4 times, it's the same test, just on increasingly powerful bikes. It's ridiculous. Oh, hear that? How does that happen? We're already talking to somebody. What's gone on here? Thanks, Pavel, if you can still hear us.
Are you still there, Pavel?
Hello.
Hello, who's that?
Hello there.
I got wrong number. I got wrong number.
No, it's not a wrong number. Who do you think you're calling?
Can I have a 10-inch Hawaiian?
Who's that?
Sorry, that's not Andy. Listen, far, is it?
It is, yeah.
Sorry, wrong number.
Yes.
Sorry, mate. Shut up.
Oh, once you said, yeah, God, I recognise that twat. I'm off. Oh, well, there you go.
That is funny, man.
Whoever that was, anyway. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Where's Carol?
She just brought me a cup of tea, actually. Oh, somebody. Yeah.
Can I just be selfish, because I've noticed Jason Ball, he has been asking for the last 2.5 hours, Bruce, how do we find out what spaces you have this year? Mate, you're a wee bit late, really. It's chickenstrips.co.uk. That's the website. All the tours are sold out now, bar the Scotland one, Beyond 500. That's the only one I've got left. If you want to come on any of the others, drop me an email and I'll add you to the reserve lists for all the other tours. The places come out round about end of October, and they tend to go firstly on Patreon. So I get a 24-hour head start on Patreon, and if there's any left after that, they go public, but they tend to sell out either on Patreon in the first 24 hours or definitely the first day that they go public. You have to be quick.
If you'd let him through 2.5 hours ago, he might have got a spot.
Yeah. I see here, Kirk and Bear had said, I had the same chap for my bike and my car test. His name was Mr. Bonnet. Isn't that great? That's true. That's fantastic. Anyway, guess what? We got another caller. Unfortunately, the Alicante one just called after this person, so I missed him again. Anyway, who's on the line this time?
Hello. Steve.
Hello.
My name's Steve.
Steve.
Hello.
All right,
Hi,
Steve.
Yes, mate.
Someone's pissed me around, messed me around about a pizza or something. Anyway, another question. Just a question really on this DCT stuff, this automatic, fully automatic bikes coming into fruition quite a lot without clutches and stuff. How would that actually be to say if a person wants to switch back and took their test on one of those and they want to switch back to a manual one?
You can't. You have to retake your test. It's the same as with cars. If you do it on an automatic bike, you can only ride automatic bikes.
Yeah, it just seems to be more prolific now, doesn't it? As regards these DCTs are coming more in strength and no clutches. I just wondered if that's,
well, just to correct you there, actually, DCT means dual clutch. They've actually got 2 clutches on those. But I'm just a bit anal like that. But yeah, there are some. Are there any bikes without clutches? I think they're all automatic clutches, basically, aren't they? That's the point. Yeah. But nonetheless,
what's the new KTM one then? The new KTM automatic. What's that? Is that even out yet? Is that out for the public yet?
It won't be either.
No, I don't think you're going to be seeing many of them, Bruce.
Of course you will. KTM are going nowhere. God, there's all this shite going on socials. KTM are going nowhere.
I'll give you 50 quid, Bruce.
Okay. All right, I'll take that off you for sure. I'll take that from you.
50 quid that by this time next year, KTM are no more. I don't want to win that bet because I think it's a real shocker and a shame. But from what I've seen, their finances are completely shot. Okay, 50 quid then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, we'll see where that one goes. What do you think, Steve? What's going to happen to KTM? Are they going to be here this time next year?
If I'm pretty honest, I don't think so.
Yeah, there you go. See,
I think they're going to vanish. I think they're going to go away, and they may come back in a couple of years in a different format, but they're just too large.
Exactly.
Too
easy money for me from Bruce. That. Just.
Well, there you go.
You're reading too much shite on Facebook, mate. That's what you're doing. They're still here. Don't worry about that. They'll be here. They're shipping off all the subsidiaries that they bought, but KTM themselves, they'll still be here next year.
Hang on, can I just clarify the 50 quid thing? It has to be in their current form. So if they go bust and somebody buys them up and they call it new KTM, that doesn't count.
No. Yeah, no. Right. KTM will still be there.
Here, folks. That's the bet. All right. I hope I'm right.
Okay.
I'll gladly give you the money. If you can.
I hope you're wrong as well. I genuinely hope you're wrong. KTM's a fantastic brand.
Have you, Steve?
I just think they are great. I mean, I used to do scrambling back 30, 40 years ago. My friend rode a KTM and I rode a Husqvarna. And he had a KTM scrambler. And I remember it. He used to win everything on it. It's a terrific machine. Yeah. But alas, I think they've come too top heavy. I just think they've become just too large too quickly.
Yeah.
And they are an acquired taste. I just don't think that they can actually sustain what they're actually doing now. I don't think they're actually going to last. I just think they've got to shrink it down considerably to make it viable again.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They grew too big too quick, didn't they? And taking on MotoGP as well.
And they're still doing MotoGP, aren't they? That's the amazing thing. How are they still affording to do MotoGP? That's what I
can't see that. I think they'll come out of that. Surely they must come out of that.
Yeah. The thing is, it's not just KTM, is it? There are other manufacturers that seem to be in a bit of a perilous state. So I read something in MCN Only today from Ducati, where that the amazing the mono super quadro half of Panigale. Yeah. Did you see that story where they're saying that so it's the biggest single cylinder or most powerful single cylinder engine on the market? You must have seen this, Bruce. It's in the Hyper Motard. It's a lovely thing. But Ducati have said they're not going to put that in any other bikes. It's too risky. And they said that the market is at such a delicate point, they have to think of their employees, which to me implied we're being very careful about what we do. And then you see people like BSA who, had all that. I know it's a completely different situation, but they launched the BSA those couple of years ago, and there's been nothing but bad news about those since, it seems. I don't know. I just don't think it's not a good time for the motorcycle manufacturers, is it?
No, I think it's a bit shady at the moment. I think the BSA, the biggest problem with BSA is not unlike Enfield. They haven't really improved their range over the last couple of years. They bought a brand new range out and all this sort of, fantastic furore about it. And then brought out, apart from the Scramble, which they brought out this year, they haven't really brought out anything else. It's been pretty static on the BSA range.
Yeah. And I don't know what's going on with the dealers either. I think the dealers are a bit thin on the ground still, aren't they, for BSA?
Yeah, pretty much. There's a few pulling out, isn't there?
Yeah, and also, that's right. I heard that. And then I also heard that people can't trade them in either. Dealers are refusing to take them as trade-ins, which I don't understand that, because I don't think there's anything wrong with the BSA, is there? I've read one once.
Yeah. I think you hit on the edge a while ago. I think the biggest problem there is from the BSA. If people bought them on finance and then to trade them back in such a high negative equity, they can't actually do it.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe it's a finance thing.
That's the problem with the BSA. I don't think it's anything wrong with the bike. I just think it's the finance bit and the way they depreciate it.
Right.
I think that's the gap and where the element is, where the problem is. But the other gap, the other thing I was going to bring up about was you said earlier about that wire's actually passing the test late, and then because their husbands ride bikes. Well, it's interesting actually because I sent you an email a while ago. My wife just passed the test after 40 odd years.
Wow. What, 40 years of trying, or after being 40 years old?
40 years of riding.
Oh my word! Wow. What was she doing before then? Riding around the garden?
No, she's rode intermittently. She's ridden bikes in between that, not after 40 years constantly, but she's just taken a test in her 60s and passed.
Wow! Congratulations.
Just recently. Yeah, so she's been able to become now one without the L plates.
Brilliant. What bike's she riding now?
Yeah. She rides, well, I've got a Harley Davidson Road King.
Okay.
And she's got a Harley Sportster.
Oh, wow, okay. A Harley family. Dave's a big fan of
Yeah,
those.
we are. Yeah. After all what you've been saying about them, I know that.
Don't drop me in it. Do you know something? When I was on that trip, I did I recorded a separate review of the Street Glide because I felt justified to be able to do that after spending 2 weeks of hardship on one. And it's actually so scathing, I've decided not to put it out.
I was wondering what really.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever felt like that about a video. I just thought, I can't do this. The saving grace was that I was in talks with Harley Davidson in Ireland about coming on board as a sponsor for the videos, and we couldn't work it out because of finance. And thank God they didn't come on board.
Yeah, can you imagine? That would have been very tricky, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That would not have been good.
Yeah. It's the funny thing. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. No, I'll say they've got the highest follower of motorcycle membership in the world. And it's most peculiar because they've got the whole membership going throughout the whole different several thousands, hundreds of countries, not half membership. And it seems strange seeing that I say that they've got the biggest following of membership in the world of motorcycles. You don't see the same thing for BMW, you don't see the same thing for Honda or anything like that. It's mainly, HOG, it's the actual membership of HOG you see around the world, and especially in America. And so much to the side of the country, in this country as well. So I'm a little bit surprised at the way that people actually react to Harley Davidson rides or Harley Davidson Hulk members.
But
it's
funny.
surprising.
It's funny though how people react to different bikes. Full stop, isn't it? I mean, being somebody that rides both a GS and a Goldwing, I'm definitely open to being not nodded at. No doubt about that. But when I'm on mid Triumph or when I used to ride my Panigale, people waved away. It's really weird, isn't it? I mean, I wave at anybody on anybody, even Harleys. I'll wave and scooters. It's odd, isn't it? I mean, we're all on two wheels. I mean, I'm not the biggest Harley fan in the world. Some are better than others. I actually quite like the Pan America, the adventure bike. I know it's not a typical Harley, but it rides fantastically, and it's slightly less ugly than the GSA. But and also, what's that? I mean, the new liquid cooled Harley engines are lovely, and I encourage you, Dave, actually to have a go on one of those liquid cooled Harleys, because the classic Harleys like you rode are definitely an acquired taste. I mean, if you don't like the shake, rattle, and roll, and the fact that
I like them.
Some people love that, don't they? Some people absolutely love that. So I get that that's what the appeal is to some. It's not for me personally. And also, they're very heavy, and as Dave knows, easy to drop. And what's going on with the side stand on them? What is the stand all about? Where it all
side stand doesn't even lock into place. So if you park the bike on a slight incline and it rolls forward, it's over. And that it happened to so many of us within the fortnight.
Do you not put the bike in gear though when you stop?
Yeah, but it would still roll forward under its own weight. And then the other thing is well, you've got to give the side stand 2 kicks to get it right underneath the engine. To me, it's a design flaw. There was 60 riders on our trip. A good percentage of our riders dropped the bike just because of the side stand. Apart from other things as well.
Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah, they are a little bit worried. They can be a little bit worried, but you get used to them. They are a little bit shady, but they're okay. You just got to watch them. That's all.
Character. That's what it is. Character.
If they make
character building, I tell you.
Yeah, character building. That's for sure. Yeah. If they make you feel good, though, that's all that matters, isn't it?
Exactly. Puts a smile on your face, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
we don't want to all ride around on BMW with some sashes on, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks very much for your call.
Okay, Andy, thanks so much. Cheers.
Great to
All
speak
the best.
to you. Bye. Oh, Alicante, Spain.
You've got to get
Please
that
them on.
person in.
Get them on, please.
Please get them on. Then we can go for a toilet break.
We've got Alicante. Hello, Alicante. Hola, buenas. Oh, they've hung up. Oh, can you believe it? It's probably my master of the language frightened them off. Oh, that's very annoying.
Yeah,
God.
Talk amongst yourselves. They might call back. I'm just watching closely. I can't miss them.
I'm sort of I've been gorging on Adam Reeman's videos over Christmas. His production level is just something else. It's incredible. Did you see the latest one he brought out wherever he is, in, like riding into the military in the middle of the jungle? You know, it's scary stuff. People there with guns. In fact, he opened one of their Jeep doors because he saw a load of beer there, and the camera shot shows you the crates of beer stacked within the Jeep, but also an assault rifle next to the crates of beer. I tell you what, you need balls of steel to go off and do that sort of stuff. I mean, those boys can ride as well.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hello.
Alicante, is that you? Oh no!
Oh, what a shame!
What happened? I could hear us in the background. We definitely get. But unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to be. Is it? It's not going to happen.
Not meant to be, is it, for Alicante?
Luego, hasta luego.
It's been so cold here today. Wouldn't it be lovely to get a bit of sunshine by talking to somebody in Alicante? We'll give them one more go, then maybe we'll call it a night. Because what's the time? It's 20 to 11, chap. I'm sorry to keep you for too long.
It's cracking on. But it's been good.
Yeah, it is good. But I've got an early start tomorrow. I've got to drive to Norfolk.
Are you riding a bike tomorrow?
No. I'm driving. Of course, it's going to be a bit nippy for being out on the bike, isn't it? Anyway, it doesn't look like Alicante's calling back. Maybe they've gone to bed and given up. What a shame. Anyway, so should we wrap it up there then, gents? It's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you.
Cheers for having us on, Andy. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, everybody, for comments and questions and calls.
Exactly. And thank you for allowing me to lose my virginity coming on a live stream with you two. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. I'm sorry I insulted you so much, but you're an easy target. So what can we do? In all seriousness, can I say thanks, gents? Because without you two, there was no way I could have managed that dial-in thing, was there? So if you're up for it, we should make it a regular fixture. Maybe once every 6 months, we'll have a little phone-in or something, and it'll be us three. And we'll see if we can speak to Alicante in the end.
I thought he was gonna, Bruce. I thought he was going to say because without you two, there was nobody left to call. So
that is true. I had got to the bottom of the list, but I think we can declare that this first phone-in has been a hit.
Yeah,
I'd say so, mate. Yeah,
I'll go for that. Well done.
Well done all round. Excellent. We've got to get the value for money out of this effect. Right, with that, Happy New Year, everyone. Speak to you soon.
Happy New Year, Solange. Great to see you, boys.
Cheers, lads. Take it easy. Ta-ra.